I'll let you know when we get there. But right now, watch list is currently booked up. Watch list is currently booked up for the time being, so it's gonna have to wait a while, unfortunately. I will get there, just, it's gonna take me a minute. And when I say a minute, I mean like a month or 2 or 3. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes me to get through stuff. Okay, let's pin the Twitch over here. It's good over there. Excellent. Good to go. Let me move this. I don't need stuff in the way. Excellent. How you doing, Zorod? I watched both. 03 was better. I mean, I'll see for myself. Right? Damn it. I was gonna sneeze and I didn't sneeze. So how you doing, Shane? And Madaka Box? I have seen Madaka Box. Finally, guys are naming stuff I've seen. You guys are always naming stuff I haven't seen. All these random... Well, then again, there's a lot of mainstream stuff I haven't watched. Just because I, can't watch everything. Don't have the time to watch everything. Favorite Obito design? I mean, like his Akatsuki outfit, his Ten Tails form, all that kind of jazz. I'm gonna say his, not his, his adult non-Ten Tails form. So, pretty much the way you see him when he dies. Have I seen Noblesse? I have not. Hell's Paradise, I'm up to date on it. And Pretzel, welcome back. Gachakuda, I have. I don't read Gachakuda. I don't read anything. I am pretty much an exclusive watcher. Soccer animes that other than Inazuma and 11 and Blue Lock, there's Days and Aoashi. Johan, thank you for the heart as always. You want to see ReZero? Is it good? I'd say yes. I do think it's good. Kobe probably had the biggest glow up in One Piece. I mean, from an aesthetic standpoint, strength. Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I think that's fair. Because he literally went from being short and stubby and weak to tall and good-looking and strong. So yeah. Have I been? Oh, so let's not go there. What's your hopes for Mass Effect 4? It's a different studio making it, right? It's a different studio. I'm just trying to maintain some level of optimism that it pretty much maintains the quality that the previous games did. I'm worried, man. I'm worried. Have I watched JoJo's? Yes. Favorite stand? Harvest. What's on the picture behind the... you mean those? Oh, there's Astro Boy, there's Black Clover, and One Piece. We're just getting everything packed up. We're moving in a few days. Have I only watched Naruto? Okay, I've only watched Naruto for me to watch. So here's the thing. When people do that, I just pick something random because you give me no context. Naruto doesn't mean, just because you name a series, there's no context behind that. It doesn't tell me why you like it. So we pick something random in 3, 2, 1, and it stopped. Funny enough, it stopped on Dragon Ball Z. I mean, funny enough, you actually could watch Dragon Ball. I think it's great. But yeah, the filter, my list stopped on Dragon Ball, funny enough. What's my favorite scene in One Piece? Episode 1015. If you know, you know. You have a millennial's anime taste? Because I said Dragon Ball Z, I literally scrolled down my mal and stopped at a random time. Is it true that I eat my... I won't eat your pancreas, will leave me depressed. For a month? I guess it depends how sensitive you are. What do I think of Bunny Girl? Didn't like it. Dropped it right away. The Big Red Robot? That is Big Bang Bravern. Favorite Naruto character? It's also Shikamaru. You look different? I look exactly the same. Because I don't really style my hair. I didn't change what I wear the same kind of sweaters, wear the same kind of clothes every day. Have not seen Quartet. Ganbate Onichan. Oh my goodness. The weebs are pulling up. The weebs in chat are pulling in. Okay, I see how it's going. Is it really that bad? Is what that bad? Is what that bad? The Bunny Girl thing? I'm not into it. Top 3 Kent. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. I think I'm gonna come on, get your gross stuff out of here. Hisoka is such a good character. I mean, I like Hisoka, but like, you're taking it a step too far. Why the bot is in the chat? Oh, Botrix. I have multiple bots for channel regulation and all that stuff, so don't worry about Botrix. I'm also caught up with One Piece. Made it to Wano. Very well. Oh, you're almost caught up. Nice. So you still have ways to go though. Wano is long. Do I love Gunpla? No, I'm not into Gunpla. Who's beating Goku? A lot of people are beating Goku. Goku's really not that strong. Well, in the grand scheme of things, he's not that strong. Favorite anime group? Can you be more specific? Because that's like really vague. It's not even like villains or heroes or like musicians or like, I don't even know where to start with that. So like, I love both One Piece and Naruto, and I feel like hating on either is like, okay. Favorite romance? Snow White with red hair. Favorite Goku or Satis? Who's Satis? Does Hisoka's character never affect you? Does Hisoka's character affect me? No. Why would it? Well, why would any character affect me? JJK Season 2 is peak. I prefer 4, but 2 is solid. Thoughts on Beck? I haven't seen Mongolian Chop Squad. I do like Origeru. I know he meant Saitama, but the thing is, it's fun to kind of poke at spelling mistakes. It's just funny. Also, the whole that whole fight is just overdone. I'm not gonna get into it. Akatsuki or Phantom Troop? I think overall Akatsuki. I'm referring to his creepiness. Yeah, but like, yes, Hisoka can do some weird things, but like, does that affect me? Not really. Like, I don't care that he does weird things. Okay, he's a psychopathic murderer who gets turned on by strong people. All right, we all have our thing, I guess. You're just starting to watch Dragon Ball. Am I an anime tourist? I don't really like the term. So, like, it doesn't matter how many animes you've seen. It doesn't matter what type of shows you watch. I do think you want to diversify a bit and not stick to one genre alone or one series alone. You do want to kind of watch other things, but if you watch anime and you enjoy it, regardless on what level it's on, you're part of the anime community. Favorite Earth Z fighter? Krillin. If we're talking about like humans, like you're not counting Goku, you're not counting Piccolo, you're looking at humans, then Krillin. Did I just start this live? So like YouTube has been really funky ever since since December 26th. So like ever since December 26th, YouTube just slammed into the ground. Literally hundreds of thousands of views every single day, slammed into the ground, never came back up. So we're kind of revamping how we're doing things and trying to fix that. I don't know what happened. Was Aaron right? I don't think he was right. Morally speaking, I think he did what he had to do. Vinland Saga, I think it's really good. Record Ragnarok, dropped it because I didn't like it. You watched JJK and JoJo's, and should I start Demon Slayer as a third? Go for it. If a show seems interesting to you, regardless of, like, don't worry about what I say. If a show seems interesting to you on any level, whether it's because it looks pretty, because you heard something about it that like drew your interest, give it a shot. I made another of my friends start with anime today. Very nice. Thoughts on Great Teacher Onizuka? I won't watch it because it's not my thing. Who is right, Eren or Askeladd? I mean, who is right? Wait, Eren or Askeladd? You mean Thorfinn and Askeladd? Because like Eren did different stories there. Is Naruto worth it? I'd say yes. Code Geass wasn't for me. Do you know some anime similar to Origeru? What elements of Origeru are you specifically referring to? Because that just tells me like a high school romance. Thoughts on Gachakuta? I like it, yes. It's hard to watch AOT Season 4. I liked Season 4. It's not my favorite season, but I liked it. What do you mean it's not your thing? Easy. So people like different shows. People like different series and different books, and you get the point. So Great Teacher Onizuka, not my thing. Not going to get into it. Don't like it. It's not something that I would enjoy. Is MHA good? I would say yes. Best JoJo part, I would say 4 currently. Thoughts on, I'm not reading that. Is MHA worth it? I would say yes. Have I watched Devil May Cry? Nope, I have not. Have I seen Gundam? Oh, no, I have not. Have I watched... I already answered all those. Did I miss anything? Favorite shoujo? Shoujos. Favorite shoujos. I'm gonna have to check my list for that. I don't remember off the top of my head. Fallout this morning was quiet. Like, the stream was quieter than usual. I think it's just because, I don't know, maybe it's a Tuesday or something. We crashed 4 times, which is kind of annoying, but it's not as bad as that time we crashed 18 times. What do I think of Mob Psycho? I think it's fantastic. How you doing, CT? Hell's Paradise, I'm up to date. You're on 600 episodes of One Piece, and I started like 2 months ago, maybe 3, so you're binging through it pretty damn quickly. The yellow guy is from Metabots. Which one is my favorite out of the big 4? So, okay, we're counting Dragon Ball in there, I assume. Naruto's anime, Bleach's manga, One Piece's story. Have I watched Futopia? I have not. Ashito no Joe, still haven't seen. How's my day? Stressful, but we're getting through it. We're just gonna get through it. I'm like hopping on for a live. We'll be here for as long as I can handle it, and then we got to get back to work. Anime with the best fights depends on, like, I don't think there is a best fight. I think it depends on what kind of fight I'm in the mood for, or what kind of fights you prefer. Like that. Yeah, it depends on the kind of fights you like. Do I draw? No, I do not draw at all. Zero. Nada. My drawing would offend your eyes. Dragon Ball Z or Demon Slayer? Dragon Ball Z, it's not even close. Why did Goku choose Frieza and not Cell? Because at this point, Frieza is stronger and more relevant, and he's a more popular villain. Like, for every possible reason, whether it's like the fan base or the fact that Frieza's still more relevant and stronger. Dumb question, guy. DBZ. I mean, no, people like different stuff. People like different stuff, and some people haven't even seen Dragon Ball. Is Blue Lock new season coming out? I'm sure it's coming. I just don't know when. Don Don has become one of my favorites. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's not one of mine, but I'm glad you enjoy it. And how you doing? Hello. Digimon or Pokemon? Easily Digimon. It's not even close. Yeah, Metabots is kind of a throwback. Most people don't even know it. Thank you, Wes, for the follow. You should follow me on Twitch as well, by the way, which is linked in the chats. Have I watched Kowloon? I have not. Does fully adapted Mahara... So, like, no. Does he beat 99 point... I don't know. I'm not going to go power scaling all of anime. That sounds like a waste of my time. You should watch Ranking of Kings. I already did. Do I watch with Japanese or dubbed? I watch in anything. As long as I like the voice actors, I'll watch in anything. We're doing okay, Psycho. We're getting by. Can you give me... So, like, underrated doesn't actually mean anything. Like, underrated doesn't actually mean anything to me. So, we just... I just... spin the wheel. Well, I just scroll through my page and I stop on a random series. So, you got Kabaneri the Iron Fortress, which is actually a pretty decent one. Favorite One Piece character? I don't know. So maybe Rayleigh, I guess. I already answered that one. Overrated? So, like, I don't look at ratings. I know this is a shocker to people who haven't been here before, but I don't look at ratings. So, like, I don't know how to say overrated or underrated when I don't look at anyone else's ratings. It's an AOT copy. I don't like it. So, no, it's not an AOT copy. You're like, that's a kind of a brain dead comment, to be honest. It's kind of a brain dead comment because you probably just heard it's a copy of Attack on Titan, or it's like a Wish version, or just like the same thing but not as good. It's not. Kabaneri the Iron Fortress is a perfectly reasonable and enjoyable series. Decide for yourself. One hand up for what? Oh, we got a racist in chat. We got our first racist. We don't get those very often. Yeah, you're banned. Yeah, I don't get many racists in chat. You should watch an... Yeah, should watch. I'm actually the strongest. Actually, I'm the strongest. I don't understand who let people rating effects. Exactly my thought process, Psycho. Have I watched Kaiji? I have not watched Kaiji. How was Frieza more relevant when he was way before Cell? Because Okay, so the last time we see Cell is when he got atomized by Gohan, right? That's the last time we see him. We see Frieza come back well after that in Super during the resurrection of Frieza, who has since ascended many times. Oh, well, not at least in the in manga many times. He's reached Golden Frieza. He's gone stronger since then. Was part of the tournament. You asked why they picked Cell, why they picked Frieza. So he's the more relevant and stronger villain at this point in time. Also more of a fan favorite, even though I also prefer Cell to Frieza. He's also more likely to collaborate with the Z Fighters compared to Cell. Crazy question. This is a young crowd. The crowd's a very mixed bag. I'd say a lot of them are younger, but we got some people in chat who are 40s, 50s, 70s on rare occasion, but very often teenagers. Imagine if Cell trained. I mean, Cell would obviously become a lot stronger if he trained. I'm not saying he wouldn't, but the fact is, as things stand right now, he doesn't have the strength or relevance that Frieza did, so he didn't get chosen. I don't think he would cooperate. Do you watch Don't Toy? I've seen Nagatoro. I think it's okay. Way too immature for me to be my vibe, but like it has its moments. Tokyo Ghoul, it's enjoyable. Metabots is an elite pull. Here's the thing. Is it really elite, or is it just that I've been watching anime for a long time and most people here are younger? Read the full... Imagine, I think they just couldn't bother to draw him. The drawing part. I mean, it is true that Cell is much harder to draw compared to Frieza. This is true. Maybe that could have been part of it. Did I have breakfast today? My health is fine. Actually, I'm probably healthier than virtually all of you. Not trying to put you down, just I'm pretty on top of things. I don't have a top 3. And have I seen Unnamed Memory? I have not. Digimon is truly better than Pokemon, and some people don't see it. But here's the thing. People like different things. Do I like Digimon more? Yes. Do some people like Pokemon more? Yes. So I think fighting over what is better, this or that, I think it's pretty silly. The wrong way to use healing magic, I think that's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Again, like, I'm looking forward to the next season. What is the most animated stuff I have in my house? The only anime stuff I have in my house are paintings and cosplays. And most of my stuff has been moved to my new apartment. And ever seen Slime? Yes, I've seen Slime a couple of times, except for season 3. I didn't drop it. I only watched the 3rd season once. Blood Blockade, still have not seen it. Terror and Resonance, still have not seen it. Chainsaw Man is surprising. It has some perverted moments here and there, but it's not so bad that I wouldn't drop it over what they do. From what anime? I have Black Clover paintings, I have One Piece paintings, I have AOT, I have One Piece, I have 7 Deadly Sins cosplays, I have Dragon Ball cosplays, I have a bit of some scraps from my old One Piece cosplays. What do I think of Chainsaw Man's new episodes? You mean Reese? Do you mean the Reese movie? Because we haven't gone a new episode in a while. The movie was good. Can we see the paintings behind you? Well, I can show you, you mean, Astro Boy? I'm not going to get every single one. Also, some of them have been moved. Some of the paintings have been moved because we are moving. We are moving in a couple of days, right? So I don't have every single thing here, but in the new setup, I'm going to have the paintings on the wall. So you won't need to ask. I won't need to move them. You'll literally have a view of everything behind me. I'm also going to set up the cosplay rack back there. So you'll see. I'm changing up everything. I don't have a favorite series. That's dope. I'm changing my setup in a way that you guys are going to have a real anime background. You're going to have all the stuff. But it's going to take some time to do all that. Freeren? I love Freeren. I just did a Freeren video this morning, and I have a Freeren mousepad. Cell absorbing the androids used to terrify me as a kid. I mean, I could understand that depending on your age. I could see that. I could get that. Is Dragon Ball one of the GOATs? Well, depends how you define greatest. If you mean global influence or sales, then it's definitely one of the biggest. If you mean popularity or recognizability, then yes. If you mean a fan favorite, I'd even still say it still has the hearts of many. I don't believe in something being objectively the best, but based on records and performance, it's up there. Opinion on Hero Academia, I do like it, for sure. Shangri-La Frontier's peak, I can't put it at peak. I have a few too many complaints, but I still enjoy it very much. I'm like, when I say peak, it means like it's like a close to a 10. Who is more bald, Krillin or Saitama? I mean, it's Saitama, because Saitama lost his hair. Krillin can still grow his hair, he just actively shaves it sometimes. Hitman Reborn, I'll watch the remake. I didn't really, I'm on YouTube right now, actually. I'm on both. Hitman Reborn, I didn't like the previous voice actors, but there's a remake coming, so I'll watch it. Krillin literally Krillin has hair. We see him with hair. He even says that, he waxes his head. He shaves it. Give me a good anime, bro. Nothing to watch. I guarantee you there is something to watch. So what we do is when people ask for an anime, we go to my Mal, and we just count a few seconds, and we stop on a random series. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we stopped on... Oh, I don't think we've talked about it. A Galaxy Next Door. That's a cozy one. A Galaxy Next Door is a cozy one. The Start. Wait, what? Krillin literally has hair. Yes, he does. You already watched Galaxy. Okay, we do another one then. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, and we stopped on Shield Hero. I kind of had mixed opinions on that one. Prince of Tennis. Prince of Tennis. There you go. Recommend him Brotherhood. Unless they ask for something specific, I will go to the list and do something random. Did I watch Shadow? I dropped Eminence and I finished it, but I'm not going back to that. Silent Voice was fantastic. ReZero is pretty solid. I'm new to anime. 480 episodes of Naruto. You're looking for something shorter. Okay, so something shorter. Mob Psycho. That's not super short, but it's a lot shorter than that. Would you be in an action anime? So if you mean like voice act, then no. If you mean like would I isekai myself, also no. Parasite is short. Parasite is short, yes, I would agree. Yeah, it's solid and short. Suggest Death Note. Here's the thing. I don't always want to pick the same stuff. It's boring if I always pick the same stuff. Death Note is talked about enough. And you know what? I mean, Dragon Ball's mainstream too, obviously, but I'm leaving it to the fate of whatever my screen decides. Sakamoto Days, it wasn't for me. Pluto, I still need to watch myself. Charlotte is also solid. I'd say Charlotte isn't I think Charlotte is not the face of mainstream series. It's not like Demon Slayer or MHA level, but I think it has a pretty large fan base. And yes, I do cosplay. Higehiro is everything besides mainstream. I don't actually know that one, I don't think. Do I have a nice sleep? No, I did not. Do I like Soul Eater? I do. Indeed, I do. Do I have a romance? Okay, romance. What romance series are we going to pick today? So let's go with... I'll just stop on the first... Tonikawa Over the Moon for You is the first one that came up. You haven't watched Pluto? It's true, I have not. How much of One Piece could I skip? You can't... Here's the problem with One Piece. The issue with One Piece is the way they do filler is they take canon content and stretch it out. So there's a lot of repeat scenes, extended scenes. So it takes a while for things to happen. But the content is not filler. It's not, oh, this episode is filler, you can just skip it. So you're kind of stuck. My advice would be, is if you are having trouble getting through episodes, is to read it. You could just, if you're at a sticking point, read through that part and then just come back to the anime at a point that's fun, if you want to. Tonikawa is a good, honestly, random poll, but it's a good one. Can I cosplay right now? No, because I moved all of my cosplays to my new apartment. Everything is being moved. I think they do one chapter per, less. I think it's sometimes half a chapter to one chapter per episode at the most. It's it takes a while for stuff to happen. What do I think about JoJo's? I think it's pretty solid. Good explanation, but why not put that into a job or something? Good explanation. Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean? One Piece doesn't have true. That's the thing. The filler in One Piece is literally canon scenes that take forever, that are just stretched out over longer periods, so it takes a longer time for things to happen. I don't like that. But they're going seasonal, which is good. I am Canadian. I'm move forward and watch One Piece. Okay, you can just watch it if you want to. I'm a lover. Okay. I just finished Thousand Year Blood War. I know you haven't because the final part is coming out in the fall. Thank you for the follow, Megumi. That's why I'm reading so exactly. So, like, if you're having trouble getting through the episodes, reading it, perfectly fine. Totally understandable. Put energy, yeah. Put energy into job or something. Okay? So I think you're under. Are you like one of those rage bait trolls that's social media is not a job? Like you don't like. You do realize that social media pays, right? You do realize that content creators make money, right? What's your opinion on Gurren Lagann? Wasn't really my thing. It takes like 10 minutes per episode. They stretch out. Yeah, they do. They do stretch things too long. What's been the best convention experience I've had? I mean, I've met a lot of wonderful people. I work at conventions every year. I would say my favorite thing is honestly food. I'm a huge food guy. I'm trying to think. Like, I tend to. You know what? I did meet the cast of Dragon Ball Z. I did meet. Oh wait, no. Better. I met something better than the cast of Dragon Ball Z. I met the original Astro Boy. So there's that. How many followers you got? Want to be a content creator? Well, you're on my YouTube platform, right? You could literally click on my profile and you could see exactly how many subscribers I have on this platform. But I have Twitch, I have TikTok, I have several things. I have my Discord server, so like it's not even just YouTube. What do I think of Reverend of Insanity? Don't know it. First anime I've seen, Dragon Ball. Lelouch Britannia commands you show us the Astro Boy poster. You can literally see it. First of all, not a poster. It's wood. It's painting. It's not. I don't get no cheap plastic. I get the good stuff. Just saying. I get these handmade. Literally, I get these made live. Thank you. Like, I know you guys see me as some cheap gym bro who only wears like gym clothes, but like I get the good stuff. I need a crazy survival anime. Okay, well you didn't. Are we talking like zombie survival, like Zom 100 Gakugurashi? Or are we talking like Dr. Stone, where it's like post-apocalyptic, like where it's like post-global fossilization, or post-global petrification? Or are we talking like Girls Last Tour? Let's see. Sun Wukong again. Like, guys, I don't know who wins. The whole this character versus that character. You always ask the same questions, and it makes no sense to me. I've asked before. Whenever I ask you guys to explain how these questions make any sense, you can't answer. So I don't know what to say. How you doing, Akari? Luffy or Zoro? B2. I haven't seen B2. So like, I think I've heard the name before, but definitely haven't seen it. And how you doing, AJ? Welcome back. Have I watched Invincible? I have not watched Invincible. Don't worry. I'm not actually mad that you thought I was a poster. I'm just teasing because like I'm proud of my collection. Have I seen Gachakuda? Indeed, I have. Favorite character with eyes? I don't really have favorites in most cases. So like, I don't even have a favorite character in like. I don't even have a favorite eye in Naruto. So like, I have no idea where to even begin. And that's just like Naruto probably has the most ocular powers in a single series, but yeah, I don't even know. What do I think is the best winter? Oh, the best current series? The best new series might just be To Your Eternity. No way. Don't know why I said that. My brain just. Sorry. Ignore that. I was reading something on my screen and my brain crosswired there. Sentenced to be a Hero. I don't know why I said that. Ignore that. High School DxD is better than AOT. I would strongly disagree. Future Diaries is pretty solid. Well, at least Future Diaries, I like the story much more than I enjoyed the series. I have seen over 900. Animes for impatient people, so like Solo Leveling, because it's pretty much just constant entertainment. It's high-paced action the whole time. Favorite Game of Thrones character? I don't really like Game of Thrones, but I'll say who was my favorite character back when I watched it? Who did I like? What was this? There's a few characters I like. One of the Lannisters, the short one. I also liked the Mountain. I forgot his character's name, but he was cool. Do I believe in the myth of Emu is Luffy from the future? No, that's ridiculous. I need like Future Diary anime, so like, you might like Platinum End. You might like Platinum End if that's kind of your vibe. Death Note or Code Geass, I would say I have more fun watching Death Note, but Code Geass was better writing anyway. I'm waiting for a new To Eternity season. You mean, well, there's season 3, but like, I'm struggling to finish season 3. Have I watched 1,000 Year Blood War? As much as there is, I'm waiting on the next part. So technically, favorite Pokemon game? Probably Black 2, but like I haven't played like. I actually, you know what? No, actually, it's not. I think my favorite is going to be like the originals, like Pokemon Yellow, maybe. You gotta go? All right, I'll see you later. Stream every day. So on YouTube and TikTok, it kind of varies, like whenever I'm free. Twitch is 5 days a week. So I'm more consistent on Twitch than anything. Platinum End, right, I don't know how to spell what it said. Okay, yeah, Platinum End. So, like the metal, Platinum. Where could I watch JJK for free? The same way you watch literally any other show for free. You can just go to my, if you need an actual site, go to my Discord, go to the FAQ, everything is right there. Have I seen JoJo's? I've seen 4 parts of it. Black 2 is good. It is good. But the originals just hold a special place for me, and I think I'm going to go with Pokemon Yellow. When are we going to go to B-Dubs? And what are you talking about? Where's Vinland? I don't have a list. So, like, I mean, the only list I have is alphabetical. So, like, it'd be under the V's. Have I watched Beat 'em On? I have seen Beat 'em On, yes. It's been a hot minute, but yeah, I remember. I'm currently on part 3. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm more of a part 4 guy, but part 3 was my favorite for a long time. Have I watched Red Berserk? I've watched it. I don't read it. I'm not going... You're assuming I'm going out to watch... You think I'm going to go out to, like, a bar and watch a game? Yeah, you lost me, dude. I don't like bars. Not really a huge... I don't like loud crowd. No. You lost me. What anime disappointed? So here's the thing. I don't really get disappointed. It's more like, this was my vibe where it wasn't. I regularly roast Detective Conan because Conan was a piece of garbage. So I'll just say that. Do I like Cyberpunk? I haven't seen it. Wingstop and all 3 of it. I'm not going. Beastars is the best anime ever. I don't trust you, but I've seen 1 episode and I can't judge it off of 1 episode. Yusuch, I haven't seen that one. However you pronounce that. You search Planet, I kind of watch the reviews and I don't like it. So you watch the reviews and you don't like it. I can't help you, dude. If that's how you approach things, I'm not sure if I can help you. I mean, if you watch it and don't end up liking it, that's one thing. But like, to go off of reviews, I don't know. That I was looking for your live. I mean, we've been here for about 30 minutes. Do I know any anime that have a similar art style to JoJo's? Not exactly. It's kind of tricky to find something like. I mean, you could try Mob Psycho. It's not quite there, but it's like in between, kind of halfway there. Which ending did I love the most? I like Brotherhood a lot. How do I feel about Akimega Kill? I liked it. I don't know why I put so many question marks. One would have done it. Dragon Ball better? Not. I mean, I like Dragon Ball, just not that much. What do I think about Hunter x Hunter? I think it's great. Put Evo back in the image. So I have multiple images. I literally have like 5 or 6 different backgrounds for TikTok that I just rotate between. So no. You need to watch Cyberpunk. Here's the thing. I don't have time to watch every series that people shove in my face. And Cyberpunk, it's one of those series that people keep shoving down my throat and it's becoming a turnoff. When am I willing to watch JoJo's Part 5? It's going to be a long time. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a long time. Couple months. Do I know how to end the stream without letting your phone die? I mean, yes, I could just click the button on my phone and be like, see ya. It's just I decide to stream until my phone dies. That's kind of how we do it here. Do I agree that Baki is not that good? Yeah, I don't like Baki. You watch Gundam? I mean, I've seen Gundam. I'm just not a Gundam fan. And Cyberpunk is peak? Look, again, I'll get to it eventually, just not soon. I have been hearing many good things about Mob Psycho. Probably because it's very good. Baki is peak? Well, I don't like Baki. Baki is ripped people beating each other up. That is pretty much the entire show. It is just really jacked, strong, like really muscular, like bodybuilder-like men beating the crap out of each other. That's the show. And that's not enough for me. You seem like a busy guy, even though you stream every single day. Yeah, that's the thing. I am now learning to edit to make better content. My last video was a bust, unfortunately, so it wasn't good enough. But I've been learning how to edit in the background so I can make better content. So hopefully that changes things. I stream on Twitch most days for at least 2 hours. I stream on here most days for at least 2-ish hours, sometimes 3 hours. I go to the gym most days a week, so that's like another couple hours out of my day. Y'all guys must not be real. What are you talking about? What software am I using? I'm using CapCut. It's super easy. Honestly, super user-friendly, and it's free. Like, most things are free on it. It's honestly... I am awful with computers, and I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Like, my content's about to take, like, several leaps forward in terms of quality. Thoughts on Zoe? I love Zoe. It's like... I know it's a smaller arc. I know it's a less eventful arc, technically speaking. But I thought it was fun. Do I agree that Megumi is a bum? No. Have I ever been in a fight? Not, I mean, technically, I did take martial arts as a kid. The Chainsaw Man movie will still hurts you to this day. Depends how long ago you saw it, I guess. I'm over it. Full Metal, I like Full Metal. And Evangelion was not for me. Angels of Death I couldn't finish. I never tried it. I'll have to try it. I have Sony Vegas, and it's not super simple, but it's easy once. Okay, so like, CapCut is very easy. Very easy. Like, I am like a newborn when it comes to computers. I am atrocious with technology. Like, it's kind of like horrific how bad I am. And even I can grasp CapCut pretty quickly. So like, something. Is Naruto original better than Shippuden? I think you could make that argument. I go back and forth with that. So honestly, I would get it. What do I think about 86? Haven't seen it. Cyberpunk needs anime. I just finished Cyberpunk. I haven't seen Cyberpunk. You only watch anime. Tried at least the top tier shows like BRB or Dexter or Game of Thrones. So like, here's the thing. You assume I only watch anime. That was a ridiculous statement. Just in crime shows. Just in crime shows, I've probably seen more than you can ever imagine. Funny enough, Dexter wasn't really my thing, but like, I have seen pretty much every single variant of 48 Hours and Dateline and like Bones, Mentalist, Criminal Minds, The Listener, like everything. Homicide Hunter, everything. I've seen thousands upon thousands of movies, documentaries, episodes of crime series. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm an encyclopedia for that stuff. Do I watch anime in Japanese? Sometimes. I mean, I go back and forth. Often, yes. You sent $200 million, I wish. Do I agree that Hero Academia ending should have been a bit better? Like, what? Okay, keeping All for One? No. Because the whole, like, the purpose of One for All was to stop All for One, and when that mission was accomplished, the powers were able they were able to move on. So no, I was good with that. I think Free Render is the most overrated anime. It's so boring. I disagree with you very strongly. I very strongly disagree. Yeah, completely oppose it. Thoughts on TG manga? I don't really read any manga, unfortunately. I know you or someone in this chat is going to burn me alive for this, but JJK is I don't burn people. So here's the thing. People disagree with my takes all the time on here. People, I disagree with their takes all the time. I'm not going to roast you for not liking a show. That'd be ridiculous. Do I know Korean crime series? No. I have never watched Korean crime shows. Not because I avoid them. It's just I usually just watch my crime shows on TV, and we didn't really get Korean crime shows on TV, so wasn't really there. Have I seen Ragnar Crimson? I haven't yet. I didn't like SAO. I actually disagree. I had more fun with Gun Gale Online than I did with SAO. And I actually prefer the alternate Gun Gale Online to the main Gun Gale Online. So like the one with the other protagonist, the small girl in the pink, that's actually better. Do I know? No, I don't. Fair enough, yeah. Thoughts on JoJo's? I like JoJo's. And if you like it, why and why? Why? Because the way, okay, so what do I like about JoJo's? Besides the art style, and yeah, but besides the cosmetics, the appearance, the combat, the fighting, it's not just the power system that's interesting, it's the way they fight actually makes you think. It's not just mindless powering up, screaming. It's actually it's very plot-driven, strategy-driven. It's not just, oh no, my friend's in danger, I gotta power up. It's not that at all. Koreans have insanely good crimes. I'm sure they do. I just haven't seen any. Thoughts on Tokyo Ghoul? I like most of it. Thank you, KH, for the follow. What was the anime called when there was a big orc as the sensei to be the guy? I have no idea. A big orc sensei? Don't know it. Favorite anime of all time? I don't have a favorite anime of all time. Opinion on Hunter x Hunter? I think it's really good. How you doing, Karina? Nobody cares about non-manga to go watch cartoons? What are you talking about, dude? Some people like to read, some people... What are you talking about? You sound like a really angry person. Are you okay? Do you need therapy? Do you need a hug? Opinion on Assassination Classroom? I think it's great. Steins Gate wasn't really my thing. I don't have a top 10 or a top 5. I'm excited for Steel Ball Run. I still haven't started part 5, so I'm nowhere near ready. Are detective animes even a big thing except for Death Note? Oh, sure there are. There's Erased, there's Gosick, there's ID Invaded, there's Monster. Absolutely there is. Have I ever read Agatha? Nope. Agatha Christie? Do I know who she is? Yes, I know the name Agatha Christie. Have I read her books? No. The only books I read are non-fiction, pretty much. Well, I've read crime scene investigation books. I've read crime statistics books. I've read a lot of forensic books. We're doing okay, Doctor. We're doing okay. Forgot about Monster. That was peak. So Monster was fantastic. The ending was okay. Does the Promised Neverland count? I haven't seen Promised Neverland. Is Bleach and Code Geass worth watching? I can at least okay. Bleach, yes. Code Geass, I think it's a great story. Just wasn't really my thing. Who do I think went through worse, Itadori or Kuma? No, it's not close. No, Kuma had it way worse. It's not even a discussion. Have I ever seen or read Yarchin? No, I have not seen Yarchin. Can I give a random? Yeah, I can give you a random scroll. You know what? That's our new thing. We're the random scroll recommendation, and you got Trillion Game. You got Trillion Game. I enjoy Trillion Game. Is only an anime watcher and has the audacity to give his opinion on anime. Go watch Bugs. Bro only watches bro is an only anime watcher and has the audacity to give his opinion on anime. Do you hear yourself? Kill la Kill is ball knowledge? I don't think... No, Kill la Kill is mainstream. Kill la Kill is mainstream. I wouldn't call that ball knowledge. Favorite Digimon? It's context dependent. So, it could be Geomon, could be Paladinmon, could be Gallantmon, could be Omnimon, could be Weragarurumon. It kind of... we can get specific. Do I play Yu-Gi-Oh? I used to. I quit a long, long time ago, back in GOAT format days. Do I like sports anime? Yes, I do, sometimes, of course. Ippo, Haikyuu, Kuroko, Awashi, Ice Shield 21, Days, All Out. How many do you want? Prince of Tennis. Thank you, user. Do I like sports anime? Have I watched Prison School? I dropped it. I can't do that kind of show. How you doing, Math? Do I watch JJK? Indeed, I do. Your Lie in April? Your Lie in April was pretty good. Blue Lock, was also pretty good. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate the follow. Have I seen Love is War? I've also seen Love is War. Apparently, there's movies that I still need to watch, though. You never played Yuri? True, I have never played Yuri. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you for the follow, big boy. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is so good. I would agree. Fantastic movie. Have I watched Megalobox? I have seen both seasons of Megalobox. A new One Piece live action trailer released a few hours ago. I might have to do a video on it, though. Okay, I mean, as a One Piece content creator, I kind of have to. Okay, I might have to do a video on that then. Do I watch anything else but anime? Sure. I love, as I mentioned before, I love crime shows. I go to sleep I go to sleep listening to crime shows every day. So yes. Have I watched the race movie? I have not. I don't even know what you're talking about. I never say I don't like about playing it. Well, someone else asked me if I played Yu-Gi-Oh, and I said I did back in the GOAT format days. Favorite crime show? So it depends if we're talking fiction or nonfiction. If we're talking nonfiction, then probably Homicide Hunter, Joe Kenda. If we're talking fiction, then it might be The Mentalist. It might be Bones. Here's the thing. With Mentalist, it's not anything like crazy tech. It's just like really charming and fun. But Bones, I really enjoy, even though the tech is kind of taken to an unrealistic level. It's fun. I like the originality of the cases. Have I seen Ragna? I have not. A favorite Joestar, Josuke or Jotaro. Boruto gonna stop being at top 5 when the anime comes back. It's gonna be in the top 5. We'll see. I'll watch it. Favorite crime movie. I got this. I got this. Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs. Easy. Have I been to Japan? We're going in a year and a half. Have I watched Gachakuda? Indeed, I have. Bro, the new race anime. I don't scroll on TikTok. I know this is a shocker. I don't scroll ever. I literally post and get off. I live stream and I get off. I don't do this. Good movie, but weird. The Eating Brain. I mean, okay. I mean, plenty of crime shows are going to be weird. We're talking about sick, twisted, demented psychopaths. Have I ever watched One Out? I've seen All Out. I haven't seen One Out. I have not finished the original FMA. Have I seen NHK? Not yet. I've seen half an episode, so not really. Do I think Kuma could remove chakra? I mean, not really. I don't see how he could. Opinion on Grave of the Fireflies? That was a good movie. That was a solid movie. Have I watched Gintama? I tried to. Wasn't my thing. Did I watch Chainsaw Man Season 1? Yes. And the movie was also very good. The movie was great. Favorite anime game? You know what? I'll pick Tenkaichi 3. Don't ask people in Japan, do they watch anime? They will think you are weird. I don't care if people think I'm weird, but then again, I'm going to Japan not to meet people. I'm going to Japan with my friends. I'm not going there to make more friends. I have enough friends. What is your current favorite anime opening or ending? Opening is going to either be Period of Chemistry or Masterful Cat. And ending, I have no idea. I usually skip the endings. Thoughts on Fire Force? I liked most of it. I mean, I liked like half of it. It was started strong, and it's going to end reasonably strong, but everything in the middle was kind of eh. Do I think MHA is doing too much with Aizawa? No, I love wait, what? Aizawa having his own series? Did I miss something? I wasn't aware of this. I've played every Ninja Storm game, but they are not my favorite. I will definitely choose Tenkaichi 3 over all of the Ninja Storm games. That's not even close. Goku, in fact, is not solo at all, even remotely. In fact, I was considering doing a video showing how badly he does not solo. Sword Art Online valid or not? I mean, if you like it, cool. Do I like it? No, but I won't put you down for liking it. He is getting his own show. Yeah? All right. Well, I like Aizawa, so I'm not mad at it. What's my favorite book? Also again, probably Silence of the Lambs, or if we're talking like nonfiction, understand that I mostly read I've read a couple of training books, like fitness books, crime statistics books, like forensics stuff. Uh, I read it like I think it's probably gonna be some generic profiling book. Did you do the opening of the last episode of MHA? I mean, I've seen all the openings for MHA. Yes, it's not my favorite opening though. Do I also read the manga? No, I don't read. I don't read One Piece. I don't read anything. Are you live every day? Oh, at the same time, no. So here's the thing: YouTube and TikTok. It's when I'm free because my schedule is very cramped, to say the least. Twitch, it's 5 days a week, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. So, like, Twitch is locked in. YouTube and TikTok, it's when I have time. Classics? Which classics? I have a recommendation. I don't really have room for more stuff, though. My watch list is, like, stuffed. Simon the Digger, he cannot. No one can. If you ignore my messages one more time, I'll smack you and I'll ban you. So don't talk to me like that in chat. See you soon, mate. Take care. All right, see you later, Oscar. Thoughts on Black? Which Black? Mob Psycho? It's solid. Can I be Goku? Obviously. Favorite character from Mob Psycho? It's going to be the captain of the Body Improvement Club. It's the captain of the Body Improvement Club. Thoughts on Black Clover? I think it's solid. Best JoJo's villain, Kira, so far. I turned 21 and stopped watching anime and only read manga. Now I'm 25. Okay. I mean, I don't see what your age has to do with that, unless you just, like, it's by chance that you turned 21 then stopped watching. Like, I hope you didn't stop just because of your age. That'd be kind of depressing. Do I think Freud's theories have anything important? I mean, to some degree. A lot of his stuff is, ridiculous, but he obviously contributed in some ways. But, like, he was very misogynistic, kind of looked down on women a lot. Some of his, like, he clearly had a fascination with his mom, I think. Kind of weird. Have I watched Hinamatsuri? I don't think I have. I might have. I just don't remember. Thoughts on Sign of Affection? I think it's great. It was by okay, so you just stop. Okay, I mean, people have different lifestyles. People get busy. People have different hobbies. Fair enough. Okay. Do I think some anime are better than some TV shows? Sure, why not? Anime is just a medium. Here's something I don't think people actually understand. Anime is just a medium. Do you like the same way you watch live action, the same way you watch movies, the same way you watch a live theater or like a performance? It's just a medium of entertainment. So, like, people like different stuff. I've started watching Haikyuu, and I really like it, but I can't watch Blue Lock because I use Netflix. But why only use Netflix? I mean, I'm not opposed to using Netflix. If you have it, you have it. But, like, why only use Netflix? How old were you when I started watching anime? I was 3. Have I read Soul Eater? No, I only watched it. Who was the guy touching his glasses? That is Sakamoto from Sakamoto Desuka. Yeah, you think AOT or Vinland Saga is a top 10 show of all time? I don't have a top 10, but, like, I guess it, like, I don't have a top 10. I don't know about sales. We could look up sales charts and see if any of the, I don't think Vinland cracked the top 10 in like global sales. AOT might have. AOT might have cracked the top 10 sales. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. First anime I've seen was Dragon Ball. Albert Camus, I have no idea what that is. Is it normal to watch anime at 22? Of course it is. Why not? Again, anime is just a medium. It's just a form of entertainment. So, like, there's different content directed towards different ages. So, like, there's no rule saying you can't watch anime, and even then, you can still watch, like, a battle shonen if you're 35 or 60, or maybe, or if you prefer, like, content made towards our older audiences, there's anime made for older people. What is the GOAT anime? I don't have a GOAT. I'm looking for something as good as Code Geass or Steins Gate, but that doesn't tell me what you like. That doesn't tell me why you like it. You guys exhaust the hell out of me sometimes. You know what? Eureka 7. Go for Eureka 7. You clearly like Mecha's Eureka 7. You're pushing 30 and you still watch anime. What does that? The guy exactly. I'm over 30. You guys watch anime legally? Piracy all yeah, exactly. I'm 100% Majestic. Senin and Comic Zenin? What? There's people 40 plus in Mexico. What? Yeah, and again, 40 plus is young. Okay, guys, let me make this clear. I have been working at anime conventions for many years now, and there's people who I work with who are in their 60s. I work with people at anime conventions in their 60s, sometimes their 70s. Like, uh, 40 plus is not young, but it is. It is. If you really think 40 is old, then you're bad at math. I mean, like, the average lifespan is going up over time as overall quality of health, like quality of life improves and medicine evolves. So, like, the average male lifespan is around what, 78 to 82? You still got like another close to 40 years left. That's half your life. What are you talking about? Age shouldn't decide what you enjoy. What are your S tier animes? So, like, just okay, random S tiers. I'll pick Full Metal. I'll pick Vinland. I'll pick My Love Story, Snow White with Red Hair. I'll pick Parasite. I'll pick one more. I'll pick Digimon. I like Digimon. Favorite Vinsmoke sibling? Not okay. Reiju. Sick Astro Boy art in the background. Thank you very much. I gotta respect the Astro Boy. What shows have I been enjoying the most this year? Frieren. Hold on. Journal of a Witch. Sentenced to be a Hero is up there. What else? I think those are like the standouts so far. Would I watch oh, you're funny, AG. You try that joke again, I'm gonna mute you. You didn't say JJK? It's true, I didn't say JJK, but I like JJK, it's just not my favorite. Do I like Death Note? I like half of it. Watching Solo, I'm glad you're enjoying Solo Leveling. I ran into an anime lover unknown community. You now use critical stupidity. Not what? Is Frieren even worth watching? I think it's fantastic. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I did a video on it this morning reviewing like how I'm not gonna say it. In case you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna. What's my favorite character in Gachakuda? It's the receptionist. It's the receptionist with the glasses. Are you streaming on? No, I'm on YouTube as well. Do I think Sentenced to be a Hero will continue its good run? I have no reason to think it wouldn't. Right now, it's just going strong. What anime has the best female cast? The thing is, I can think of a lot of strong, like well-written female characters, like across multiple series. One Piece has a great female cast, but so does Maji, and so does Snow White, and what else? Black Clover, actually. Mereoleona, she's awesome. Morgiana from Maji, fantastic. Bleach has some solid female characters. Rangiku. Apothecary Diaries has Apothecary Diaries, some fantastic female characters in there. How do I convince people to watch anime with the weird name? Talking about slime. So you know what you do? You just, like, if my friends came over to my house, came over to my apartment, I'd be like, okay, let's put on something. Just don't even say what. Just be like, hey, sit down, I'll get some snacks, relax, put on a show, see if they like it. Have I watched Tanya? I have not. How many animes have I seen? Over 900. Kill la Kill is solid. Erased is also pretty good. Rangiku is misunderstood. I like honestly, Rangiku is a solid character. Which anime cons have I worked at? I've worked at Otakuthon. I've worked at Anime North, and I continue to work at Anime North to this day. Yeah. Over 900. Yep, over 900. Who's the girl in the middle? She is from Kill la Kill. Fire Force has a good female cast. Yeah, but it also has way too much fan service on some of that female cast. It's well, mostly one or two characters, but like, yeah. Not going to be my favorite female cast. What's my favorite anime character? I don't have one. Never will. Do I think Frieren is basically a Skyrim player because she takes a lot of loot? Not really. Here's the thing. Frieren doesn't really care about money or like things that are of particular value or weapons. Frieren is someone who is obsessed with hoarding her main thing is magical spells, usually like weird, very spells of convenience, like scratching an itchy spot on your back or like cleaning your clothes or or a field of flowers, like just She's not someone who seeks power and riches, so she's not really the traditional Skyrim player. The couple on the right, they are from I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Anytime, Mirko. Overall, which anime do I like more? More recent, or at least 10 years. So, like, it's irrelevant. The age of the anime is completely irrelevant. Because I could think of series, very recent to very old, that I love equally, or think are pretty bad in all eras. So, like, it's not a time gap thing. It's a series by series thing. Do I think Frieren is basically, I already answered that one, sorry. Have I watched MHA? Indeed, I have. Could you give me a 12 to 13 episode anime I burnt out? Okay, so 12 to 13 episodes. We're not going to pick Charlotte because we've already done that several times. Let's try and be original, guys. Let's pick something different today. So 12 to 13 episodes. I am going to pick... Wait a second. Well, no, I already said Sign of Affection. Okay, I'll pick something else. Oh, wait, here we go. My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. I like that one. Totally off script, but do I like Five Nights at Freddy's? I've actually never seen or played anything related to Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's see. Least favorite anime? I don't have a least favorite series. People might assume it's Detective Conan, and it might be close. Just caught up to One Piece. Can I recommend an anime but not too short? Okay, we're going to do the doom scroll thing. Okay, guys, get ready. We're going to do the thing. Stopping in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you landed on Eureka 7. You landed on Eureka 7, so that's a interesting one. Do I like AUT? I assume you mean AOT. Yeah. Favorite analog... I don't really know any analog horror series, to be honest. Good horror, and I'm not a horror expert. I will say Gakugurashi, because, like, it's one of the scarier series. Like, it's not that scary, but it's like, you know, girls trapped in a high school surviving the zombie apocalypse, and it's not one of those fan servicey ones. It's actually, like, kind of sad, so that might do it. A 7 on 10? Okay, let's just quickly open my list and pick something that's a 7. 7 on 10 for me would be... These are all really good. No, these are not. These are really good. Wait. Maybe like... No, these are all too... you know what? Maybe. No, these are too high. Grand Crest, no. Haikyuu's too high. Ippo's too high. Oh, wait. What about, this might be, like, not a hard 7, but, like, roughly a 7. Maybe The Devil's a Part-Timer. Maybe that one. It's not like it could be a little higher, but not over an 8 for me. I feel like Junji is the more creepy or weird. Junji Ito? Who's the ant people in Hunter x Hunter? Oh, the ants. What about the ants? Like, do you not know, like, do you want to know their origin or something? Because I could explain that. What do I feel about Seven Deadly Sins, and do I think The Four Knights of the Apocalypse is good? I think it's decent, but here's the thing. The Four Knights does one specific thing that irks me to death. Overall, I do think it's good. But it's not great. What's my opinion on Blue Lock? I enjoy Blue Lock. When is Elbaf? It's the next arc. In the anime anyway. Do I think Luffy, Kid, and Law all deserve the same amount? No. I think Law and Kid are pretty similar. I think Luffy deserves a bit more. What's my favorite harem? There's only one multi-romance route series I've enjoyed, and that's Quintessential Quintuplets. Rudo or Gabimaru? Wait, who is Rudo again? Give me a second. Who was that again? Rudo. Oh, okay. The main MC from Gachikuta. Gabimaru. I like Gabimaru more. I'm at a whole cake. Can you give me a motivation to catch up? So if you're at whole cake, I could tell you some really cool stuff that happens, but that would be spoilers. Do you really want me to do spoilers? Can I recommend a cool fighting anime like JJK? You could, you know what? Try Mob Psycho. It's cool fights, but it doesn't have the same darker atmosphere. It's a lot more lighthearted. Top 3 new gens? I don't have a top 3 new gens because I don't like the way chat categorizes new gen, because you never give any timelines, and it's always battle shonens. You guys only think about battle shonens. Have I seen Windbreaker? I have. I think it's great. You're going to go watch Yamada-kun? Okay, enjoy. Do I prefer as a character Ryoko or Kratos? I don't know who Ryoko is, and I don't play any of the God of War games, sadly. Bro probably watched like 10 anime. I've seen over 900 series. Are you trying to rage bait me? Because you're really not very good at this. Can I recommend? Okay, and why what? And why to what? Opinion. Apps like Crunchyroll shutting down piracy sites. Crunchyroll used to be a piracy site, so that's kind of hypocritical. And two, Crunchyroll's not going to stop piracy. It's still going to be around. It's not going anywhere. You're on Hell's Paradise season 1. About finished. You're almost at season 2. I think season 2 is pretty good. Having a good time. I have seen Horimiya. It's pretty solid. Metabots is ripped. I would agree. You're top 5. I don't have a top 5. Can you give a short opinion about Roberto, Dr. Reichwein, Grimmer, Nina? Wait. Okay. Roberto, who is Dr. Reichwein is probably one of my favorite. I think Dr. Reichwein's my favorite character. Grimmer's probably my second favorite character. Nina's okay. Not a huge fan. She's okay. Honestly, couldn't really care that much about her. Who is Roberto again? Roberto Monster. Oh, he's. I don't like Roberto. I was asking who did I want the MC in Quintus. Yotsuba or Miku, because the other sisters are kind of annoying to me. Yotsuba was. I've always been I've always had more of a preference for the athletic types, and she's definitely the athletic type, but she's also like tried to be the most compassionate to her sisters, like tried to be the most understanding there, especially at the end. And then Miku's boost in confidence and straightforwardness, by the end, Miku had just totally transformed as an individual, and I gotta respect it. Thoughts on Mappa shows going to Netflix? I guess that's good for Netflix. I mean, I don't use Netflix, so it's like, good for you guys who use it. Have I seen Case Study? I have not. I'm not really a Mobile Suit Gundam guy. Yu Yu Hakusho, I struggle with it. To be honest, I struggle with it. Is Brotherhood as good as they say? I think Brotherhood is really good. I think it's really good. I don't like Roberto. I don't like Roberto. For Luffy, Law and Kid give a bounty for each that you think is more realistic. So I'm fine giving Law and Kid roughly 3 billion. I think Luffy deserves closer to 3.5-ish. Like maybe a couple $100 million more. Personally, I would choose Miku easily. She was legit the first one to actually. Honestly, Miku would be a fair choice. She's a fair choice. Thorfinn or Griffith, easily Thorfinn. Naruto's pretty solid. Not an anime, but Where the Wild Things Are, I haven't seen it. I think I read the book as a kid, though. I think I read the book. I'm not a Nino fan. Does Sukuna survive in the One Piece world? Probably, I'd imagine not. I'd imagine, I guess it depends it depends what they do, where they go, what's going on. So, like, could they survive somewhere? Yeah, obviously. Tenma's ex-classmate? What about, Rudy Gillen. Oh, wait, Rudy, I don't think I cared much for Rudy. I didn't really care much for Rudy. FLCL, I've seen Fooly Cooly. It's an interesting one, kind of out there. Thinks Oda's gonna change Luffy's bounty because you said so. Okay, Teagle, I appreciate the free engagement, but you're kind of being dumb. Give Sukuna Luffy's exact route. How far? I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm not a power scaler, so couldn't even tell you. How would I rate Demon Slayer if it doesn't have good animation? Here's the thing. How much are you taking away from is it going down from really good animation to decent animation, or is it going to horrendous, painful to look at? If it's decent, if it's just average animation, it's still gonna be a solid, it's still gonna do reasonably well. It's just not gonna be as big. It'll be a little bit less big. Have I watched Cyberpunk? I have not. Yeah, I know he helped Tenma, but my favorite characters are the Doctor. I like Grimmer. I really like the little, I forgot his name, the little kid that the doctor took care of. Uh, yeah, I only had a couple favorites there. How you doing, Nar? Did I enjoy the ending? I didn't enjoy the ending. I enjoyed the series as a whole. I, yeah, Dieter. I do like Dieter. He's cool. Log Horizon. I love Log Horizon. I wish it had got more seasons. You're thinking of watching your first anime in English, and okay, so yeah, you can watch AOT in English if you want to. Go for it. Dubbing is perfectly valid. I don't have a top 10. I do not read Chainsaw Man. Mob Psycho's really good. It just came to me that I meant to ask for a 12 to 13 episode action series. Okay, I mean, I could do that. So let's just pull up the list. 12 to 13 episode action. That's not 12 to 13 episodes. Okay. Okay. That's 24. That's not 13. No. Lots of more than 13. Wait a second. No, that's not 13. Wait a second. That's a lot of Fate movies. It's a lot of Fate movies. Hang on. I'll find something. Engage Kid. No. Fire Force is not 13 episodes. Danmachi is not 13 episodes. Dragon Ball is really not 13 episodes. Oh my god, there's like 30 Dragon Ball things here. Dr. Stone, Digimon. Wait, how long is the Digimon? Oh, no, those are all too long. Damn it. Okay. Wait, no. Oh, here. Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland. There you go. Finally found something. Can I ask for some advice? It depends. I'm not going to give advice on something I don't know what I'm doing. So, like, maybe. Is Berserk good for storytelling? It does have a good story. Bro is probably skipping through One Piece episodes? What are you talking about? I've watched One Piece several times. Okay, Taggle, do I have to ban you? Because you're just kind of a lousy rage baiter. I don't like SAO. Sorry, don't worry about it. You can ask as many questions as you want. That's what we're here to do. Talk about whatever. Do I have any cosplay merch? I have cosplays. I don't have any, I have paintings, and I have, costumes. That's pretty much it. AOT, I enjoyed the story. It does a lot of things well, but, it's just not my vibe. It's not going to be my favorite show. Hell's Paradise Season 2 is pretty good. Have I read? No, I don't read any manga. I just, at least anymore. I just watch at this point. You ever watched? Yes, I've seen Dinosaur King. Of course I've seen Dinosaur King. It was on TV back when I was a kid. Do I agree that animation is only 50% of it? No. I think the 50% number is kind of, you're pulling it out of nowhere. Where did you get that metric? Because, there's so much to a series. And I think as long as it's decent looking, as long as it's not, bad to look at, then it could do well. Now, will it be as good as it could be if it had, high tier, really good animation? Obviously, better animation helps. No denying that. But animation, I wouldn't say is 50%. I guess it depends how good or bad it is. What costumes do I have? I don't currently have a maid costume. I have Escanor. I have Gogeta. I have some scraps from Zoro, not the whole thing. Most of my other costumes I've given away or broke. I find Akamega Kill low-key edgy. Okay, nothing wrong with a little edgy here and there. I mean, yeah, a lot of characters die. Have I seen Steins Gate? I dropped it, couldn't do it. I knew it. Call a femboy when I see one. Okay. I know you're just okay. I'm not going to read your comments anymore. You're free engagement. Have I watched all of Bleach? Indeed, I have. But we're not done yet because the final part of Bleach is coming out in the fall. It's probably like a 9-ish. Will I watch Gotcha Hakuta Season 2? Yes, I will. May you explain why I did not enjoy Monster's ending? So, it was kind of this huge build-up, and it kind of... Wait, do you know Monster's ending? Do you know how it ends? It kind of ended in a very unsatisfactory way for me. Code Geass, I enjoyed the story, but not the anime. It just wasn't really my thing. Can you tell me 5 characters that I hate? They're not my, like, okay, just 5 random characters I don't like. Okay, that's pretty easy. The entire cast of Detective Conan, done. I'll stop your G for that, man. Have a nice one. Thank you. See you later. Thoughts on Awashi? I like Awashi. Will I watch? I already answered that. Do I read manga? Not really. I'm just a anime watcher. Thank you, Kay. Would I rate Gachakuda? Probably like a high 8s to low 9. Like, yeah, you know what? I'll say 8.8, 8.9. Like very high 8s for Gachakuda. Lucky Star? Haven't seen it. Haven't seen Lucky Star. You Ranking of Kings is really good. It is very, very good. Did I finish Spy Family? Nope. I've only finished the first season. I have not. I think I've seen like 1 episode of season 2, so like that doesn't really count for much. Mappa animation with OK story. So here's the thing. You can make something as pretty as you want. If everything else is mid or below, I'm going to drop it. You can make something as pretty as you want. If everything else is average at best, I'm going to drop it. It's not enough to hold my interest. Do I do dub or sub? Both. Have I watched Scissor 7? I have not. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm getting through it, one day at a time. Favorite anime I'm currently watching? Frieren. Definitely. Mushoku Tensei are very good people because of the... Yeah, it's the MC. Again, that's my only issue with the series. It's just Rudius. I think everything else is fine. It's 10 p.m. Okay, well, good night to you. Have a good sleep. If I could explain without giving spoilers on the... of the monster ending? Okay, so, like, I can't... Here's the thing, I can't explain why I don't like it if I don't tell you the ending. Because the ending is just very unsatisfying. It's a huge buildup that leads to a... I can't say it. Should I watch Frieren? If it seems interesting, like, you could give it a shot. People like different things. People come into my chat every day and say Frieren is boring. But it's usually people who want constant, high-paced action, which I'm not. It's action, but it's not that much action. Thinking of watching JoJo's? I like JoJo's. Thank you, Danny, for the follow. Also, guys, just a reminder to follow on Twitch. I'm trying to grow my Twitch up, and we're playing New Vegas right now. Does Mikami Mog Light? Who is Mikami again? Who is Mikami? I know. Well, obviously, I know who Light is, but Mikami was who? Have I watched Evangelion? I dropped it. I'm trying to get to anime again. What to watch? Okay, we go to the list and we count down. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you got Food Wars. You got Food Wars. Oh man, that's don't watch it with your family. Don't watch it with your family. Kill la Kill is peak, but not hard to. No, it definitely has some fan service in Kill la Kill. Not saying it doesn't. Day 14 of... Okay, give up, dude. Mikami isn't your profile picture. I can't see your profile picture. Guys, understand your profile pictures on my screen are smaller than my fingernail. Like, they're, like, smaller than my fingernail. Can't see it. Go to Naruto after Nazumi. Okay, that sounds good. Thank you, Angry. Should I watch Naruto? Yeah, you can definitely go to Naruto after. Have I watched Grimgar? I have not. I'm giving up on you. Okay, good. Give up. What's the best new gen? So, like, again, new gen and I don't like this question. I don't like this question for, again, 2 reasons. New gen means nothing, or old gen means nothing, because there's no established timeline, and the people who ask this question almost exclusively ask about battle shonens, which is really limited. And I wouldn't even know where to start. I know the ending, but I don't want to ruin it for the... Okay, so, like, so if you know the ending... okay, spoiler warning for the end of Monster. I'll wait a few seconds. A couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So the ending of Monster... Okay, can't get mad at me now. Johan ends up in a coma. And for me, it was just like... There's so much left unsaid, undone. It's just like... What happens to Tenma's career? What happens with, like... Is he just going to stay in a coma forever? Is he ever going to be sentenced for his crimes? Is there what happened to Tenma's, desire to there's just so much left undone. It's frustrating. What did you expect? I thought I thought Johan would either get arrested, murdered, or I didn't think he would win, but I don't think he would get away with everything. But I thought he would either be arrested or killed. People hate Boruto and Rudeus so much as a character, but the writer will give them development. So here's the thing. People like Boruto and Rudeus for very different reasons. Rudeus is a pedophile. Boruto, the anime was not well done because it was coming out on a weekly basis when the manga was monthly. So in order to prevent the anime from catching up to the manga, they had to put in a bunch of filler, and it took forever for things to happen. And so Boruto was this annoying, whiny brat for many, 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 many episodes, and the filler was terrible, and it just kind of really put a sour taste in people's mouth. Are you watching Some Gundam, bro? Not really. Not at the moment. Thank you, Brzezinska. I think I just butchered that name. And thank you, Loomies, for the follow as well. In my opinion, it's reasonable why people hate. I do only think I like the movies like Laputa. I have no idea what Laputa is, but okay. And thank you for the follow again, Lord Alfonso. Have I watched Sentenced to be a Hero? I have seen every current episode. Let me throw the Twitch in. Actually, speaking of follows, let me do another Twitch in the TikTok chat. I'm trying to grow the Twitch, so I got to keep pinning that. More Orakaru or fiction? That sentence doesn't make any grammatic sense. Can you elaborate? What about Totoro? My Neighbor Totoro? I love My Neighbor Totoro. That's a good movie. It's cozy. I like cozy stuff. I mean, to be fair, most Ghibli movies are pretty cozy. There's some drama, there's some, but overall, Ghibli movies are pretty nice. How you doing, Nazmi? Have I watched Beelzebub? I have seen Beelzebub, the one with the little green baby. Well, the baby with the green hair? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, romance anime recommendation. Okay, let's pick one. We're going to go to the list and scroll and, okay, Sakuraso Pet Nakanojo. That's a solid one. That's a great pick. Karu or every character in fiction. Memes aside, it's not going to be Karu. Konosuba, I haven't really looked at it. I mean, I know what it is. It's just I don't think I'm going to watch Konosuba. Can you guys stop talking about the fan service shows? I don't want to deal with those. It's the same guy that made Laputa. It's so good. I recommend also. I've seen Princess Mononoke. I've seen Spirited Away. What do I think about Cyberpunk? I haven't seen it. Code Geass is not in my top one, but go for it. Would I rather have Goku or Garo's hair? Goku's hair. Yeah, I wouldn't want Garo's hair. Nah, that's a pass. Pete? Oh, is this another Pete Davidson joke? How you doing? Have I seen Bungo Stray Dogs? I have not yet. Durara, I still need to watch. Yes, I'm sorry, I haven't seen Cyberpunk yet. Not yet. Yeah, I figured it was a Pete Davidson joke. I figured. Are you excited for Season 2 of Angel Next Door? I'm looking forward to it. I actually forgot there is one. There's one coming. I just forgot because there's so much. Pete of the Davidson variety. Technically, he's of my variety because I'm older than he is. What's your favorite Straw Hat? This one. Obviously. Come on. It's this one. Have I watched Parallel World? Pharmacy. I think I've seen Pharmacy. Why don't I do 3 types of anime questions and then stream on Twitch as well? Here's the thing. When it comes to my anime content, that is for TikTok and YouTube. For Twitch, that's my gaming channel. So I like to keep the content consistent on what's on that platform because people who follow me on a particular platform are following me because that particular form of content is what they signed up for. That's what they enjoy. So if you're going to follow me on Twitch, it's because we're going to play science fiction, science fantasy games. If we're going to be on anime and YouTube, TikTok and YouTube, we're going to do anime stuff. Though I am starting other content channels as well. That's going to be different stuff. I like to keep it organized so people know what they're signing up for. What's my opinion on JJK Season 3? I think it's pretty good. Oh, it's snowing out. Great. Examed, no idea what that is. Bleach is probably roughly a 9. Main Abyss I still have to get into. He only watches anime on the... Okay, you're a weird one. Do I like Arthur from Fire Force? Not particularly. Like, I don't dislike him. He's just not really going to be one of my favorites. Do I like... Okay, would I rather an anime blind or deaf? Would I rather watch an anime blind or deaf? Blind, deaf. I'll choose deaf. What did the other comment say? Which one? There's a lot of comments. I lose track. You're watching Hunter x Hunter. It's really fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Do I like Hunter x Hunter? Yes, I do like Hunter x Hunter. Do I like Eminence and Shadow? No. Finished it. Don't like it. Had no interest. If it comes back, not watching it again. I'm out. I'm tapping out for Eminence. It's literally for your people. You can't even pretend you haven't browsed that category. It's literally for your people. So you do realize not everyone does that, right? So like, and you're are you okay? What's my opinion on Darling in the Franxx? I don't like it. Dropped it. What would I recommend after I finish JJK? Okay, then we go to the list. We do a doom scroll in 3, 2, 1, and funny enough, you got Hunter x Hunter. We were just talking about Hunter x Hunter. You just got Hunter x Hunter, so there you go. What's my opinion on Katakuri as a character? I love Katakuri. I think he's great. I don't think he should join the Straw Hats. I think he's a good character though. Cyberpunk I haven't seen it yet. How you doing, One Piece fan? Low-key AOT is overrated. Again, I don't look at ratings. Do I like AOT? Sure. Am I a mega fan? Not really. Can I ban Nazmi? Who's that? Can you... What are you talking about? What are you guys doing? Why don't I want who to join? Katakuri? There's no reason for him to... It would make no sense. Just because he's a cool character? You're not going to have every character you like join the Straw Hats. It needs to make sense in the story. Like, it doesn't work. Like I said, if anyone's joining the Straw Hats, it's not going to be Katakuri. And Katakuri's, he's not leaving the Big Mom Pirates. That's not going to happen. Have I seen Apothecary Diaries? I think it's great. Have I seen Sword Champloo? Even Samurai Champloo? Not yet. You're trying ReZero, but I can never get past the first 3 episodes. I thought the first episodes were really good, so I don't know what to tell you, man. Get enough donut? True, Luffy would eat the donut, so yes. Which devil fruit would I pick? I don't want a devil fruit, so that's answer 1. Pick a favorite devil fruit, Kuma's. What is the orange robot from Metabots? Brook from One Piece, I think he's great. Sakamoto Days, I dropped it halfway through. It just got a little bit repetitive and boring, but it's still a pretty, it's fun enough. If anyone were to join crew, it would be Loki. I'm not up to date on the manga. I can't tell you, so we'll find out. I don't have a favorite series. Fallen with, what did he say? What are you talking about? What did who say? I'm so lost. The YouTube chat the YouTube chat is quiet today, like really quiet today, and I'm still confused. Racist comment from, racist comment. Can you ban him? I'm free fallen. Where's the racist comment in that? I just don't even understand what he's saying. You ever play Red Dead? I have not played Red Dead. You seen Shangri-La? Indeed, I have. Least favorite series? I don't have a least favorite series. People might assume it's Detective Conan, and it might be. I just don't know. I do think it's pretty bad, though. Kaguya-sama Love is War is peak. I think it's pretty fun. Not my particular vibe, but still fun. What do I think is the most useful power it would be in real life? There's literally power. Here's the thing, guys. There are multiple characters. They can literally do anything. They can literally just do anything. So, like, you gotta be more specific. Because I could just say, I'll take this character's abilities. They just control everything. Oh, you want world peace? Okay, that's a thing now. Oh, you want, like, to prevent crime. Okay, that's a thing now. Oh, you want free food at any moment in time? Okay, that's a thing now. It's just like there's characters who can do whatever. Win hair, win drip. I sub. Thank you. What? Why was it always quiet? No. So we have good days and bad days. YouTube has been funky for the last like 6 weeks. Our record for YouTube is 150 people in chat. On average, we're used to having 50 to 80, but the last 6 weeks, I don't know what happened to YouTube, man. So I'm changing up the content a bit on the red play button to try and fix that, because I don't know what's going on. Is Gundam anime? My friend said it wasn't. I mean, do you mean like the action figures or the series? Because the series is. Being a devil from Chainsaw Man or one of the 12 Titans? I mean, both are bad. If I'm choosing one, it'd be a devil. Definitely not a Titan. Thoughts on One Piece? I like One Piece. Is there any good anime-based games? Here's the thing. All the anime-based games that I know are like fighter games. So like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and so on. So like, do you like fighter games? Do you watch To Your Eternity? I'm not enjoying Season 3 right now. I'm not enjoying the 3rd season. Did I watch... no, I don't watch any of those. Most overrated... I don't look at ratings, guys. You say, what's overrated? I don't look at ratings. So can you be more... just ask me my opinion on the series. You're Brazilian, that's cool. Being a devil... I already answered that one. Do I think it's ridiculous that Pokemon isn't an anime is still a conversation? I think at least 20% of the comments I get is absolutely insanity. Like, I still get sub or dub. I still get that nonsense. Like, guys, come on. Griffith is innocent? Stop it, no. My brother had me watch Midori as a kid. I haven't seen Midori. Have I watched The Big Bang? Oh, wait, have you ever watched The Big O? The Big O? You mean... I don't know. I don't think I know that one. Opinion on Gurren Lagann. Tried it, wasn't my thing. Ragnar Crimson, still haven't seen it. Don't watch, it's literally gore. I don't care about gore. Put a warning on the thumbnail? What are you talking about? The thumbnail is literally just... There is no... My YouTube has no thumbnail. It's literally just my profile picture. And the title of the anime, and the title of the stream is Hanging Out, Talking About Anime. You must accept it. No, Griffith is guilty. Just got the Death Note in a box set. I'm so excited. Very nice. Ninja Storm. I have played all the Ninja Storm games. What anime would best describe your life? Probably Food Wars. For having the face card, Big Dog. For having that face card? Are you okay? Ram, are you okay? New Dominion Tank Police. I have no idea what that is. Top 5? I don't have a top 5. I don't have any sort of top 3, 5, 10, 20. The list does not exist. Griffith is not only guilty, he's been sentenced to death. He's been sentenced to death. What cartoon should be considered anime? I would say all of them, because people who try to define anime actually are usually pretty much always wrong, and it's funny. You do this long enough, you realize how like ignorant people are of this stuff. Anime is not exclusively Japanese. Thoughts on Mushoku Tensei? I could not deal with Rudius. I have seen Death Note multiple times. Have I seen the One Piece Season 2 trailer? I have not, but now that I know that there is one, I will have to do a video on it. You love Naruto with all your heart, and that's perfectly valid. Thoughts on Mushoku Tensei? I already answered that one. Griffith should be jailed for eternity. Yes, so actually he should be executed. Did I watch Death Note, Mushoku Tensei, cartoon should be... I already answered all those. The best anime all came out pre-1999. That's really not correct. I mean, there's plenty of good stuff pre-1999, obviously. Obviously, there's plenty of good stuff before then. But to say there's nothing good after? Come on. Come on, man. Now you're just being ignorant. Have I seen the one? Yeah, have I? L never deserved his ending. True. Where do I watch anime? If you go to my Discord and check out the frequently asked questions section, you will find out everything. Ale to Bilo, I have no idea what you're saying. Supper? Are you hungry? Because yes, I'm hungry too. Have I watched Death Parade? I have. No, wait. No, I haven't. My bad. I sometimes confuse Death Parade and Dead Man Wonderland in my brain, but no, I have not seen Death Parade. Sorry, I sometimes mix up the two. But my brain does weird things. I don't know. I'm sorry. Are you hyped for the new Dragon Ball continuation? Somewhat. So like, it's so far off that getting hyped up is not really worth it. I'm just like, I'll chill here until it comes out. Have I seen Black Butler? I dropped it. Say your best anime take. I don't even like. Is it weird that I don't really have that many takes? Maybe I should. I don't know. Should I? Because like, I don't know. What's something that's gonna piss people? I like pissing people off. That's kind of funny. What's an actual take that's not just objective reality? Meruem should have won. I would have liked it more if Meruem won that fight. What do I think about Monogatari? If you mean Bakemonogatari, I dropped it. Because there's more than one Monogatari series, so you got to be specific. Facts? Yeah, I'm Team Meruem all the way. I was not Team Human Government. They are corrupt as hell. Meruem should have taken over and fixed society. He should have taken over and fixed society. What do I think about Gurren Lagann? Gurren Lagann, again, I dropped it. I'm sorry, couldn't do it. Favorite line from Naruto? I can't believe it's not butter. Let me think. Favorite line from Naruto? It's probably going to be something Shikamaru said. It's probably going to be one of Shikamaru's lines. I'll think on it. I don't remember lines. If you love anime, you'll read this comment. Aw, damn. Wish I could unread it. Favorite waifu? I don't have any waifus. It gets better. No, here's the thing. You guys need to stop doing that. I know it's all good intentions. I know you're just trying to be like, it's great. No. People like different stuff. I'm not into it. You've been live for a while. We've only been live for an hour 40 minutes. It's not that long. Usually we're live for at least 2 hours. Most of the time we're live for at least 2 hours. I'm not into Evangelion. Edoi ana sunu kurokuro naika. I have no idea what you're saying. Talked about Conan yet? No, we're not going to. Automatic drop. What is the anime I rewatched the most? At the time, Naruto, but we're currently rewatching Ippo because we'll be doing a video. We'll be doing multiple videos on the top 10 hardest punches in Ippo. So in order for me to do that, I gotta rewatch it. Naya Solos, okay. Favorite animation studio? I actually don't know because I don't keep track of who makes what. I know I'm terrible. I suck. Do I have a Mal? I do, but it's set to private. Godzilla anime, have I watched the Godzilla? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did watch the Godzilla anime. Pretty sure. Thoughts on Fullmetal Alchemist? I think it's solid. Definitely very good. What would I prefer? All strength, no skills, or all skills? No. But like, what skills? Like specifically, what skills? But here's the thing. How far are you taking that? Because if you have no strength, you physically die. Like if you lower your strength stats enough, you physically just die. What are your thoughts on JJK? I think the current season is good. You guys can't. It's hand to hand. Like a hand to hand. So if you're all skill and no strength, guess what? You die. If you have no strength behind your technique, you cannot, and then you're getting rocked. You need to have some strength. You cannot be helplessly weak. So I will take overwhelming strength over technique with no power behind it. Good action anime? Okay, we go to the now list, scroll randomly, and we'll stop in 2, 1, and Trigun. You got Trigun. That's a pretty good pick. Nothing beats Vinland Saga? I think Vinland Saga is great. I just don't think it's the singular best thing ever. Basic strength. But what does basic strength mean? If you're talking the average person is weak as dirt. The average person is weak as dirt. So, like, I'm not taking that. Have I watched Mashle School of Magic? I think it's fun. Yeah, I do think it's fun. Your Lie in April? That's, I mean, good series, but not exactly fun. MHA's your top one? I mean, that's fine. It's not in my top one. It's good. I like it. I don't have a favorite series. Sanji or Kakashi? Kakashi. I'm definitely not choosing Sanji over Kakashi. That's, yeah. How you doing, JM? What should I do? What should I look for in One Piece? You should look for the One Piece, obviously. That's what the whole series is about, is looking for the One Piece. Why is Piccolo always... Here's the thing, Piccolo's not always ore farming. Sometimes he's babysitting because, you know, Goku's dead or Gohan is working or whatever. Then what's my top one? I don't have a top one. I don't have any sort of list. Thoughts about Garp more or less losing to Aokiji? The thing is, did he really... It was not, like, I mean, technically Garp lost that fight. Yes. But he also lost getting jumped by multiple people and protecting Kobe. If it was just a 1v1, it might have panned out differently. But yes, Garp did lose that fight. And honestly, I don't really mind it. I'm fine with it. Like, honestly, Garp is one of the old gen characters. His era is passing. Like, everyone else is pretty much dead. So, like, if he dies at some point in the story, I would not be overly upset about it. Thoughts on Hell's Paradise? I think it's pretty good so far. Favorite MC? I have no idea. Can you be more specific? Because, like, it's a lot of shows. What's, like, a good anime to watch? You like Bleach? I mean, so Battle Shonen. I'll pick Maji. ReZero or Mushoku Tensei, I will easily choose ReZero over Mushoku Tensei. AOT or Code Geass, AOT for entertainment, Code Geass for the writing. How you doing, Hussam? Favorite arc in One Piece is going to be Wano. Do I like Vinland Saga? I definitely do. I like multiple MCs. Okay, so just pick multiple MCs that I like, that I could do. So let me just pull up my list. Let's see. I like Vash the Stampede. I like the guy from Campfire Cooking. I like Rimuru. He's cool. I like Frieren. Sure, I like Frieren. I also like Soul. Yeah, I like Soul. And one more. I like what's one more? Sakamoto. I like Sakamoto. There you go. There's a few right there. When you answer questions, can I explain? Explain, like, can you elaborate? Because, like, if you give me a vague question, I'm going to answer vaguely. If you give me a specific question, I'll answer more specifically. Thorfinn writing or Aaron writing? Thorfinn. If you were in One Piece, I'd be a revolutionary. But even though I have the straw hat, I'd still be a revolutionary. Longest anime I've seen? Well, that's One Piece, easily enough. Favorite opening? Probably Masterful Cat. Explain on why you chose that answer, but, like, to which question? I'm literally answering. I probably answer an average of like 300 to 400 comments a day. So, like, which question specifically do you want me to elaborate on? But, like, here's the thing, LBZ. I cannot elaborate on my answers when the questions are generic. If you just say, do I like this show? Then yes, I'm going to say, yeah, I like it. But if you want me to say something, okay, then, like, what are your thoughts on a specific thing? Okay, you got to give me context to work with. The lower the effort the question, the lower the effort the response is. I'm not going to spend half an hour elaborating on, do I like this series? So you got to put some thought into the question. I'm honestly surprised Garp didn't fall asleep. He usually falls asleep when it's, like, not actually serious. Like when he confronted Luffy at Water 7, that wasn't like a life or death situation. Like, that wasn't a serious situation. How powerful do I think... I don't know who Sawi is. We'll get it. Oh, Sue! Probably a bit... I don't know. Here's the thing. All of the summonings in Campfire Cooking are already broken, but that's kind of the joke, right? All of his companions are busted. and they'll instantly kill everything they come across. So he's like just becoming like a god tier adventurer for basically just feeding them, right? How would I feel if Lloyd Forger leaves Anya? That would be terrible. That would just be, it destroys the show. Have I watched Steel Troops movie? I have not. I don't even know what that is. Do I think Neji's death was unnecessary? I think it was. Here's the thing. I think it could have been better. I think Neji's death sucked. Could it have? I think it could have been done a lot better than it was. Any anime I dropped after the first... I drop a lot of series on the first episode. Oh, I dropped tons. I dropped so much. Rent a Girlfriend, Aho Girl, Bobobo, Boku no Suma, Darling in the Franxx, Duse, Futari, DxD. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Is Zeno the strongest anime character? Not even remotely close. What's your favorite new gen? Here's the thing. That question does not mean anything because new gen. Again, I'm sorry. I have to keep repeating this question, guys. I'm sorry if you've been here a while. You've heard it already. New gen. What's the timeline? Second, are you only counting battle shonens? Steins Gate for me is A tier. I mean, I think it's got good writing. I just didn't enjoy the series. Death Note ending is manga and anime is different. I did not read the Death Note manga. Strongest anime character? It doesn't exist. The strongest character, as tragic as it is for you power scalers out there, it doesn't exist. Just Naruto opponents. Wait, what? What about Naruto opponents? Opinion on Gurren Lagann wasn't for me. I mean, like, I couldn't get into it at all. I tried it. I always drop it, like, pretty quickly. By any chance, are you that guy who gets bullied for watching anime? No, I don't. I don't get bullied at all. Darling in the Franxx, the ending was peak. I don't care how good the ending was. I dropped that immediately. I don't care how good the ending is. It could be a 10 on 10 ending. Was saying Neji was my first favorite villain, even though he was... Neji... He's more of an antagonist at the time than a villain. Let me turn on the light. There we go. He's more of an antagonist. You dropped Monster? I did not drop Monster. Is JJK peak? It's good. I wouldn't say peak, but it's good. How you doing, Sebastian? Do I think Johan beats L and Light together? I mean, Johan is the only trained murderer between them. I mean, actually, no, technically L and Light are pretty skilled in fighting. If we're talking about like a fist fight, then probably. Actually, wait, maybe not. Maybe not. No, wait, they're trained. No, together they would lose. He would lose. Outsmarting? I think Johan. I think L and Light working together. I think they could catch Johan. I just loved his taijutsu and the yin yang. So yeah, that was cool. The gentle fist. Yeah, that was always fun. I wonder how the Hyuga clan would be if Neji lived. I don't imagine the clan would be too different. I imagine that the dynamic, there'd be more like Hyugas. There'd be more like Hyugas walking around because he'd probably have a wife and kids. But I don't think it would really change the story that much. I think he would just be proud to see what the Hyugas become. Shino is the coolest. I like Shino. I think he needs more love. Can L find the identity of Zero and beat him? Wait, who's Zero again? Which Zero are we referring to? I remember the first time I joined Where's the Times Go? Well, how long have you been here? Because we've been doing lives for a hot minute. Lelouch? Oh. Yeah, they could, I imagine together they could probably, together? Yeah, I think they could be a match for Lelouch. Have I ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh? Yes, I've seen all of Yu-Gi-Oh and 5D. I've seen up until the end of 5Ds. I remember the first time. Okay, you keep saying the same thing. Rate Classroom of the Elite like a 8, like a high 8. Not high 8. High 7s, low 8. Can I give anime recommendations? Okay, we go to the watch list. We do the scroll. Okay, 3, 2. Oh damn. Sorry. 3, 2. Oh, that's why I'm in my drop section. My bad. That's in my dropped anime. Let me go back here. That's okay. 3, 2, 1, and stop. And you. Oh, that show was bad. Oh God, you landed on how heavy are the dumbbells that you lift. That show was bad. Let's try that again. That's not good. We'll try that again. Oh geez. Okay, 2, 1. Okay, you got Love is War. You got Love is War. There you go. What's my favorite anime? I don't have one. Are you going to collaborate with any other content creators? I have collaborated with other creators. It's just I don't do it very often because I don't really see them that often. Did you just give the worst? No, that's not the worst. I could give worse. Do I like Konosuba? No, I have not seen Konosuba at all. Thoughts on Tanya? I still haven't seen it. Is Free Ren any good? I think it's fantastic. The first anime I ever joined one of your lives, those were Golden Times. I mean, Golden Time, that anime was okay. Good story. The ending disappointed me. Did I just, which one? So the, how heavy are the dumbbells that you lift? That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Favorite fight scene? I want you to think about the questions that you're asking here. Favorite fight scene? I've seen over 900 series, and you want me to pick a single fight? Yeah, no. Sorry, not gonna happen. Yeah, we're not picking one. How you doing, Grayson? Yeah, guys, I want you to understand, when you ask pick one singular moment in time across like nearly 1,000 series, how am I supposed to physically do that? I don't even know where to start. That list is enormous. Anya versus everyone? I'm sorry, Anya's dead. Do I like Evangelion? I don't. I'm sorry. I mean, do I like the... No, I just don't. I just don't. It's not my thing. It's Evangelion, Gurren Lagann, all of it, not for me. I'm sorry, man. I can't get into those. I can't. I'm 34. Like, it happens, man. It happens. It's okay. There's plenty of shows that I'll like that you won't like either. Anya's immortal? Okay. No, she's not she's telepathic, not immortal. Golden Time or Golden Time is way worse than JJK. Come on. What? You're 20? I'm not 20. I'm 34. What? I've never said I was 20. If I could join any anime, would it be one? No, okay. Yeah, I'm not picking One Piece. I'm not picking anything. I'll just say send me where there's good food and I'll deal with it. Send me somewhere dangerous. I don't care. Just make it so there's good food. Sakamoto? Which one? Desuka or Sakamoto Days? How heavy are the dumbbells that you lift, or Conan? How heavy are the dumbbells that you lift? We're doing pretty good, Dark. We're doing all right. A little tired, a little worn down, but we're making it. We're making it. What did I eat today? Protein oats and some tortillas. And then more protein oats. Favorite anime? I don't have a favorite series. How you doing, Sebastian? Sebastian, didn't I already say hi to you? If I could change the world to any anime, well, you know what? I'm gonna say, you know what? This is funny. I'm gonna say Platinum End only because if you watch the anime, you'll know what I'm saying. I'm only gonna say Platinum End because of the ending, and if you get it, you get it. Just plain tortilla. Chicken, vegetables, hot sauce, basic tortilla. You're going to AOT. I mean, AOT doesn't really have any good. I mean, it has meat and potatoes. AOT has like some chunks of meat and potato. If you're gonna, no, I want good food. I want nice food. Give me some good stuff. Why do I not like fan service? Because it's disgusting. It's a turnoff. It's annoying. It adds nothing to the story. It's unnecessary. All of it. It's unwanted, unnecessary content. It just takes away from the story every single time. I do consider Avatar anime. I consider all of it anime. Best Kuroko character is going to be Aline. What am I watching right now? I am marathoning Hajime no Ippo because I'm planning a bunch of Ippo videos and I need to rewatch it in order to make those videos. If so, Avatar is the best anime ever created. Avatar is I do say Avatar is a masterpiece. I do think it's a 10 on 10. Have I watched Pokemon? I'm also working on Pokemon. We are way behind though, but I am working my way through there. Also, people say Platinum End ending felt bad. I liked it. I liked the ending to Platinum End. I thought it was great. It was kind of a little bit of a plot twist. A little bit of a plot twist, but like it took a direction with it was like, I think it was interesting. What's your thoughts on Black Clover? I think it's really good. I haven't seen X-Arm, but I know what it is. I'd probably choose X-Arm over Conan. Would I rather eat Sanji's cooking or Tsuyoshi Mukoda from Campfire Cooking? So here's my argument. Well, here's my question. If I eat Soma's cooking, are my clothes going to explode? Because that is a condition. That is a gate like that can decide it. You watched Dandadan. I watched the first season before I dropped it. I've recently gone to anime, and I've seen AOT and JJK. Okay, so back to the now list. We're going to do another Doom Scroll. We're going to do another random pick. Okay, so give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, and stop. Wow, it landed right on Gachakuda. Perfect. A great choice, actually. Why did I drop Dandadan? Because I don't like anybody. That's really it. The story is fine. The music is good. Animation is good. Fight scenes are good. It's just, I don't like anybody. That's really it. Favorite avatar? Probably Roku. Which is your favorite Pokemon? Gengar. Is JJK overrated? I like it. I like it. The Platinum ending? I like Platinum's ending. Favorite show besides anime? Probably either Homicide Hunter or Mentalist. Do I prefer to use Mal or AniList? I have a Mal. So, like, I didn't really choose one over the... I just made a Mal account. I'm like, okay, this will do. Thank you for the heart, Brendo. GOAT anime movie? If you're looking for an independent film, like one that's not attached to a series, so you have to watch content beforehand, I will say either Ponyo, I will say I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, and I'll say Silent Voice. What do I know about Plastic Memories? I know I've seen it some time ago. I don't remember much, but I remember enjoying it. Breaking Bad or AOT? I never really finished Breaking Bad, so I'm kind of stuck there. So, yeah, I'll probably still say Breaking Bad. Good night, Otaku. Keep up the good vids. Thank you, Sebastian. Promised Neverland Season 2 or Conan. I never saw it. What's your burger order? I don't really go out for burgers, to be honest, but if I do, probably like an Angus burger. Angus burger, all dressed, so lettuce, tomato, onion, usually like maybe a mozzarella or a cheddar, whatever they got. Ideally some bacon on there. Usually I'm fine with either like a barbecue sauce or a honey mustard. Either is fine. On like either like a sesame seed bun or like a whole grain bun or usually not like a white bread. Usually it's like a whole grain or multi-grain or sesame. The Zero Requiem or the end of prologue? The Zero Requiem or end of prologue? Zero Requiem or end of pro? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Your Name movie is Your Name is a solid movie. It's not my favorite movie, but it's a good movie. What do I think of the Naruto pain fight? I know what animation you're talking about. I don't care. Never bothered me. It was fun. I had a great time. Did I like the No Game, No Life series? I thought it was very uncomfortable to watch. I liked the game aspect, but the siblings were weird. Fix my hair? Nah. You mean this? I'm going to make it worse just because you're complaining. Thoughts on Summer Hikaru Died? I haven't seen it yet. Wings or flats? Wings or flats? What does flats mean in this? I'm thinking chicken wings, but what do you mean by flats? Favorite Dragon Ball Z movie? It's going to be the Z Broly movie. It's like the first Broly movie, not the second or the third one. The original, the first Z Broly movie. You like the new JJK? I do. Any good anime to binge? Okay, we go back to the Mal list and we scroll and we pick something random. And we'll go in. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and. Oh, well, that's not a good one. That's not a good one. Yeah, we're not okay. We're not going with that. We're not going with that. We'll go with. Oh, wait. What about the one right under it? Kotaro-san. Oh, yes, Kotaro-san. That's a good one. The zero. Was it no? Kotaro-san. I dropped Conan. It's not going to be in the list. Have I watched Shangri-La Frontier? I have seen every season. The Zero Requiem Code Geass. Okay, so that's the thing. I dropped Code Geass. So you just got a warning saying my comment was an invalid question. What are you talking about? I didn't say. I never said your question was invalid. But also, yeah, I like the haircut today. Thank you. Even though my hair is the same all the time, but thank you. Do I like Toji? Yes. Can I recommend a show like Dusk Maiden and Another? I have not seen either of those. What's it about? If we're talking about Kotaro-san, Kotaro-san is a mind reader. She is a psychic, and she was constantly bullied, harassed, and abandoned for that ability. So she transfers to a new school, and she starts to make friends at the school. And then, like, she's kind of still traumatized by her past experiences regarding that ability. And her friends kind of become her social support network to help her overcome those challenges. It's like a slightly, it's like a, not a darker series, but like a slightly sad slice of life, bit of romance in there kind of series. Can I give you a revenge anime? Revenge? Okay. Monster. Wait, Monster kind of revenge? Maybe not. Ish. You know, Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is a great revenge story. My favorite kind of revenge story. Imagine if Inumaki had unlimited CE. Well, good thing he doesn't. Good thing there's very few characters who either have abilities that don't take up much energy or just have a ridiculous energy supply. Do I like Toji? Yes, I like Toji. Imagine if Inumaki... Okay, you remind me of a big mouth character. My jaw is not that... No, I guess I do have a big jaw. Whatever. Idealism or realism? You mean, am I a realist or an idealist? Definitely more of a realist. Definitely more of a realist. Idealism, I mean... I think you can strive towards your ideals, but still understand the practical implications of like what's realistic. Prison School, garbage. Conan, garbage. What gangsta? Okay, watching Gangsta right now, and how did that anime get canceled? Lots of good anime. Well, I haven't seen Gangsta, but pretty much anything has a potential to get canceled. Yet you choose Thorfinn over... Yes, I do choose Thorfinn over Eren, easily. Yes. Yes. Because I don't like Eren that much. I don't like AOT that much. I mean, I enjoy it. I just... Those two questions are completely separate matters. You're asking my philosophical perspective on the world, and then you're asking me which fictional character do I like more. Yeah, I mean, chose Thorfinn over Zuko? I don't think I choose Thorfinn over Zuko. Sakamoto or Yor? I don't know, like... Probably Sakamoto, I would assume. Favorite pizza topping? I'm an all-dressed guy, so like pepperoni. Pepperoni, okay. Peppers, mushrooms, multi-cheese kind of stuff. Favorite anime is... Okay. You said on a live... here's the thing, Anas. I can't believe half the things you say because you're kind of like one of the daily trolls. What do I rate Oshinoko? I haven't seen it. Banana Fish, haven't seen it. Elfen Lied, I have seen. Didn't like it that much. Sukuna or Freerun, I don't know. Is there any anime that did a fake-out death that they should have went through with the death? A fake-out death. Where they should have went through with it. A fake-out death where they should... So, like... Okay, let me clarify. Do you mean by fake-out death where the character didn't die but should have? Or do you mean where a character literally staged their death? Because I don't know that many characters that literally staged their death, but characters that should have died but didn't actually die. One that comes to mind, Makarov, Fairy Tail. And how you doing, Devilish? I only do this because you made me, Derek. You made me? I mean, you're just upset that I don't like Conan, and I think it's horrible garbage. I think Askeladd didn't really need to kill Ragnar. He could have just faked his death. I'm not sure if he got... I don't know. I don't think so. Have I watched Freerun? Indeed I have. I'm up to date. What are your thoughts on Cowboy Bebop? I still have not seen it. I disagree. You always say people... Exactly. And I don't bully you for it. I don't bully you for liking Conan. I just keep saying it's garbage. And I will keep saying it's garbage. And you get mad at me for it. No, Anas. I don't bully you because you like Conan. I bully you because you mention it too much. Bro, Bleach or Naruto? Pretty similar. I guess Naruto by a little bit. Who would win in a blood... Okay. Guys, I am not a power scaling expert because I don't care who beats who. I know that's going to put... you know what? I have to accept it. It might nerf my views. It might nuke my channel. I can't bring myself to care about who beats who. Can I recommend an anime? I didn't watch it. But people said it's really... NHK? I've heard good things about NHK. I've seen it half an episode. I have not seen enough to judge it. Hunter x Hunter or One Piece? Definitely One Piece. I've never seen Conan get trolled. Okay. I mean, you're just being annoying, dude. I mean, I appreciate you being here, but like, can you just stop spamming Conan all the time? Asta, Asta, is Naruto going to get better? Well, depends how far in the... Are you talking about the Boruto series? Because apparently, yes. Boruto is going to be... Well, we'll see. Look, I'm ready for Blue Vortex. Well, we'll find out. You're my comic relief? I mean, if I need comic relief, I can be more funny, I guess. Why One Piece? Because you asked me to choose between... What did he ask me to pick between? You said between Hunter x Hunter and One Piece. I like One Piece more than Hunter x Hunter. I like the story a lot more. I like the cast a lot more. I like the backstories a lot more. I like most of the fights more. I like a lot of it more. I have no anime to watch. Okay, we go to the Mal list and we doom scroll. Okay, and we go in 4, 3, 2, and 1. You got Maji. Maji's a great one. Amazing. Boruto as a character is I mean, I think Boruto's going to get better. Hopefully, probably. ReZero or Dragon Ball? I would say Dragon Ball. ReZero or Dragon Ball already answered. Egan Dos Bleach. You mean, is Bleach good? Yes. Monster Big 3 of Seinen? What's the Big 3 of Seinen? Because there is no Big 3 of Seinen. So, like, what are you talking about? What series did you make up to be the Big 3? What is your favorite of the Big 3? Okay. Naruto's anime, Bleach's manga, One Piece's story. I'm sorry that I have no enthusiasm to that question. It's just emotionally exhausting to have that 1,000 times a day. When does Bleach get good? Episode 1. I watched over 2,100... Yeah, okay. You've seen over 2,100 anime. I am not convinced of this. I am not convinced of you. Sorry, I just don't believe you. At that point, unless you're like 50 years old and you have no job, like you're just the son of multimillionaires and you just don't leave your room, I don't believe you. Big 3 of Seinen are Vinland Saga, Berserk, and Vagabond. Well, Vagabond, doesn't have an anime. Berserk has the 97 anime, haven't read it. But the 97 was good. Vinland Saga, very good. I would say I like Vinland Saga more than Monster. I do like both Vinland and Berserk more than Monster. Can I give you an anime where they underestimate a character, but then that character shocks everybody? So you mean like all of them? So you mean like almost all of them? How about Osan Newbie Adventurer? I just anime and no other more enjoyment shows. Do you understand how many? 2,100 anime, even if they're all like 12 to 24 episode series, that is so much. That is like, you don't go outside. You don't sleep. You literally just watch anime. That is insanity. And you're probably younger than me. Statistically, you're probably, that's ridiculous. I read over 34 books. I can show you my library. I mean, 34 books isn't that much. Like, for a reader, for like a heavy reader, 34 books is light work. I'm not a heavy reader. So like, okay, pretty solid. But for most people, that's not crazy. How you doing, Isaac? Have I seen Terminator Zero? I haven't. Can I give me an anime that's chill but has some fighting? I mean, Freerun does that. Actually, Freerun does all of that. It's pretty chill most of the time, has some fighting, and a bit of romance. Have I ever seen Stringendo? I have not. Is that Sakamoto? Yes, that is Sakamoto. Been a month since I've watched anime. I want to come back. Okay, so we go to the Malist. Time for Doom Scroll again. In 3, 2, 1, and you get... Oh, you know what? Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin. There you go. Just don't watch it on a paid platform because we don't want the author of that series making any money. What's my opinion on Slime? I think season 1 and 2 are very good. 3 is okay. They're making Genshin Impact anime. I didn't like Genshin Impact, so that doesn't really affect me too much. Of the last 5 years, what do I think has been the most influential? Last 5 years. My guess would be... We're not just talking... Damn, because it's a different... It's not... We're talking more than just sales. We're talking more than just ratings. By influence, we mean inspiring like other creators and series, right? I think maybe Hero Academia, maybe, possibly. Like, there's series that beat it out. There's series that objectively make more sales. But I'm just thinking about other authors and creators that have been directly inspired by a particular project. So, like, might be. Last 5 years AOT for... I mean, here's the thing. I'm not purely looking at sales. I'm not just looking at popularity. Influence and like... what was it? There's more to a series than just sales. If we're looking at just monetary success, then AOT probably wins that discussion. Very likely wins that discussion. I would imagine. I don't look this stuff up. But if we're talking influence, maybe. What is Steins Gate about? I'm not... Here's the thing. I always drop Steins Gate on the first episode. I can't finish it. I can't do it. So I really couldn't tell you too much. It literally... So, like... what? AOT got the Global Influence Award? I mean, okay. I don't follow these things. I don't know. I mean, I want you to understand. I never pretend to be an expert on, like, these awards. I watch anime for fun. I don't keep track of awards. I don't keep track of sales. I don't keep track of ratings. I'm just a fan. I'm a regular fan who just watches a lot of content. Most hated anime for it's Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon is rough to get through, but there's worse. There is worse. I have not watched Flag. Why do you wait until 100 episodes to drop Conan? I don't remember when I dropped it. I don't remember what episode I dropped it. Do I watch Dr. Stone? Indeed I do. Which character knows the things that they're doing is absolutely evil but still does it? Probably Dio? Or Griffith? I mean, they know right from wrong. They just don't care. I dropped Conan after episode 1. Valid. Is Demon Slayer carried by animation? I don't think it's carried. I think it helps a lot. Ban the clown on. Why am I obsessed? I'm not obsessed with anybody. I think your obsession with Conan is freakish. Do I? When's the last time I was on the live? I got an anime recommendation and it was Peak. Okay, we go to the My Anime list and we're gonna scroll. 3, 2, 1, and you got Campfire Cooking. You got Campfire Cooking. I love that series. So excellent. Excellent. Do I watch Shangri-La? I do. I think it's pretty good. Thinking about watching it? Yeah, I'd say go for it. You're rage baiting? Then, okay, but like, if you're gonna rage bait, can you at least change up how you rage bait? Because I don't mind the trolls. The trolls feed the algorithm. It helps grow my channel. You guys make me money when you do that. But if you're gonna rage bait, at least, get creative. Janemba over Frieza? I mean, it depends on when. Because Janemba was a non-canon movie where he fought against Super Saiyan 1 and lost badly. Frieza currently is a lot stronger than where they were at that point in the story. So, I imagine it would be a bit tougher. And even if you say Gogeta again, Goku and Vegeta are both respectively more powerful. So Gogeta, at that point, would also be far more powerful. Spirit Away is a bad movie? I disagree. Favorite JoJo's part? So far, 4. Shao Tucker, for the evil question, Shao Tucker is evil, but is he the most evil? No. People are just obsessed with that one particular scene. Yes, it was bad. Yes, it's not forgivable, but there is worse. There is worse. I know pretty much killing your daughter and a dog is bad, but there is worse. Is Aizen the best villain from the big 3? I think he's among the top 3. He's my favorite from Bleach. In terms of how bad power scaling is in Dragon Ball, killing could take... What? Did you mean Krillin could take Luffy? Of course he can. Would Sanji beat Yukihira and his father in cooking? Here's the thing. I would say no. We cannot objectively say which food tastes better because we cannot literally taste the food ourselves. What you could do is technically take the recipes. You could take some of the recipes as they do exist, and you can make them and see which is better. That you can try. But as for the cooking feats that they respectively have, Sanji would win. Opinion on Scar from Brotherhood? I think Scar is awesome. What do I think about Garu? I like Garu. From Hell's Paradise? Yeah, I like him. Would I recommend watching Delicious in Dungeon? Absolutely yes. Dragon Ball Black Frieza can beat Janemba with just looking at him, bro. It's just about that. So here's the thing. I don't pretend to answer... I try to avoid answering those questions because I don't pretend to be a power scaler. And I feel like me... pretending that I have an answer is just gonna... I could just pick something out of my, just pull an answer out of nowhere and just say, it's this one. But I don't think people would appreciate that. Aizen is the most calculated and methodical fictional villain. There's definitely more, I get he did a lot of planning, but he still failed ultimately. So, is he the most calculated? I feel like if he did... Wait, who's a more calculated? In order for me to say someone else, I have to provide an actual counter option. I need to provide a counter option to actually make an argument. Who is more calculated? I have to think on it, though. Only OGs remember Beyblade? No, I mean, OGs... Beyblade's been around for a long time, so, maybe they haven't all seen the original Beyblade. Can I give me a random... Okay, yes, I can give you a random anime. I can absolutely do that. Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. You got Fate Stay Night. That's another good one. We're getting some good rolls today. Would you do a video on an anime crossover or even part 1 through 7? So, would I do Goku versus Saitama? I would actually rather drink bleach. And I don't mean like taking a Bleach manga and then blending it with some water and then... Actually, I would do that. I would rather take a Bleach manga with some water and blend it and drink that. Without you... Okay. Oh, thank you for the donation. Who do I think Emu is? I don't even know how to answer this question, but you made a $2 donation, so I want to at least try. We know that they've likely been around since the last 900 years, so from the Void Century. Do I think they're related to Vivi in some capacity? It's a possibility. I'm not reading the manga. Win donation. I'm not reading the manga. So any further information that goes into their background, I do not know. Because I don't read the spoilers. So, is it... I think given how interconnected most of the One Piece verse is, especially with family dynamics, I would not be surprised if Emu had some sort of genetic tie to some relevant family member, including those in Alabasta. It would make sense that Oda would do, not just pull this random character who's not connected to anybody. That would make sense to me if they were somehow connected to someone that's relevant in the story right now. Memories from the future of Sozin's Comet Deep Analysis. I have not... Oh, wait. What about the Sozin's Comet? Which modern old anime do I think has the... Okay. Which modern or old anime do I think has the most impact on people? What... I don't even know how to answer this question. So, okay, I can approach this two different ways. Because... For one, the more popular a series, the more people are going to see it, and therefore it's going to have more general influence. But then we can look at the specific messages that a series might communicate and how that may influence people. So, if we're going off of popularity, then we're going overall. Hold on, what was the full question? In the last so many years? So you didn't even specify a timeline. You just said across the board. I probably think the most viewed anime to date, it's going to be One Piece or probably One Piece or Dragon Ball. And you know what, One Piece, because it's the most popular manga. It's one of the most popular series of all time, and it's literally inspiring global political revolutions. So, yes, One Piece. Have I seen Doma versus Shinobu? I've seen every episode and movie so far to date. So, I just don't read the manga. Is Kenpachi a good guy? Technically, yes. Would you, is Kenpachi fighting on the good guy's side for most of the series? Yes. He does fight against Ichigo at the start of the series. They are technically allies down the road, but Kenpachi is I want to fight strong people. Opinion on ReZero, I think it's pretty good. I do not think Demon Slayer is mid. Conan is no. You got to even miss 12 comments while speaking. The thing is, that's okay, because it's not always about answering every comment. It's about being engaging. So would you rather me say 2-3 word answers to every single comment, or actually have an in-depth, interesting discussion when a good comment comes up? So, also, when someone donates, I kind of have a moral and I have multiple obligations to at least put in the effort to properly respond to and respect the donations, Favorite Ippo fight is going to be Ippo versus Sendo, but I am rewatching Ippo for content purposes, so I might change that. We'll see. Thank you, Captain Future, for the heart. I appreciate it. Do I think Mahito, if given enough time, could dethrone Sukuna? I don't see it happening. Do you think Tougen Anki is a good anime? I haven't seen it. How you doing, Iminsane? Probably butchered that. My goat, how you doing? Why is the mecha down there at the end? Oh, you mean on the... Why are there mechas on the green screen on TikTok? I literally pick random anime that I like, and I put them on the green screen, just so it catches people's eyes as they're scrolling by. Is Yuhabak correct? Well, about what? I mean, you know, destroying the soul. About his approach? No, I would say no. The Red One Mecha. So he's Big Bang Bravern. That's Big Bang Bravern. Memories from the Future or Sozin's Comet. Deep analysis? What kind? That's not a question. What do I think about Lelouch? I like Lelouch. I mean, I think he's a pretty solid character. I like his. I don't necessarily agree with his approach, but I do agree that sometimes when you're faced with when faced with like war, discrimination, slaughter, genocide, that sometimes in order to get out of an extreme situation, you need to do extreme things. I just don't necessarily agree with his approach. But he's a cool character. Is Yuhabak correct? Is everything? I mean, I just don't think Yuhabak is correct, no. Watch Togen Anki, it's kind of like Gachakuda. My watch list is full. That's the thing. You guys keep recommending, my watch list is full. Your best romance, Snow White with red hair. What do I think about Inazuma 11? I still need to watch it. Muzan is a bad-written villain. I don't think he's a bad-written villain. I think he's fine. He's not a standout character. He's kind of okay. I want immortality, da-da-da. I want to be a perfect demon who can be out in the sun and die and live forever. Nah, not a huge fan of him. What do I think about Darling in the Franxx? I dropped it. World End? World's End. You mean World's End Harem? I dropped that stuff. Or actually, I don't even watch that one. What anime MC has had the hardest goal to achieve? Naruto or Luffy? Luffy. Statistically, and yeah, it would be Luffy. King of the Pirates is definitely harder than being Hokage. Watched, but at the very least, heard something about it. About what? Viking anime and a little controversy. I mean, I asked you about an anime you probably read, Vinland Saga. I mean, I don't know that many Viking series. Wait, Vikings? How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon. Why didn't I think of that before? How to Train Your Dragon. And should I watch, and you should watch Darling in the Franxx? No, I will not. What are your top 3 country food cuisine? So like top 3 cuisines from like my country specifically? How you doing, Takiti? Taki-tiki. Top 3 cuisines from my country? I mean, the thing is, where I live, it's like a very diverse, like we have everything here. We have Chinese, we have Indian, we have French, we got everything here. We have ramen, we have sushi. It's like, what's a Canadian dish that's like, I mean, shepherd's pie. No, that's not Canadian. I don't know. What's a Canadian dish besides like poutine? And poutine is like, okay. It's decent. I have seen AOT. Poutine. Poutine isn't that, like, it's fine. It's fine. But, like, it's not going to be one of my favorite dishes. Yeah, poutine. It could be good, but, like, it's not going to be one of my favorite dishes. I mean, like, yeah, I like pancakes, but pancakes is not one of my favorite things. Like, I'll eat pancakes, but, yeah, it's not going to be one of my top. Maple syrup is not a dish. That goes on something. It's a condiment. Well, and again, while I enjoy waffles, it's not one of my favorite things. Like, I'll eat waffles. I won't complain about waffles, but there's better. A Hawaii I don't like pineapple. I don't want pineapple on my pizza. You can have pineapple on your pizza. I won't crucify you, but like, nah, man. Syrup is a top. Yes, exactly. Syrup. I mean, here's the thing. The only time syrup becomes a food is what you could do is you could take ice and then mash it up so you have like, yeah, you could take a bunch of ice and then mash it up, and then you could lay some or snow, and you could lay some syrup on the crushed ice, and it hardens. You can take a popsicle stick and wrap the frozen syrup along the popsicle stick, and you have maple candy. Delicious. Have I ever heard of Record of Ragnarok? Yes, I dropped it at season 2. Focus on anime, especially philosophical? Nah, I'll do it. I'll go wherever the chat goes. I watched Your Name, a little confused at the start, but it's peak. It's great. I love the movie. It was really good. Could you read my comment in think you might know something about it? I'm autistic and I have a something. Yes, I'm autistic too. You seem like Shikamaru. Thank you. That is a very kind thing to say. DxD, I dropped it because I don't like it. Have I seen World End? I don't believe I have. You're busy with us. You save us low-key peak. I sometimes save you guys. Sometimes I'll give you bad. I don't know. Sometimes I might give a bad recommendation. Who knows? I'm halfway through One Piece. Do I get? Yes, I have a favorite arc. It's Wano. It is a 12-episode peak anime. Good to know, but my watch list is still full, so I won't be taking on anything new for a while. It's just that's how it is. I watch a lot of series, so I can't get through everything. Yeah, it's just that way. Question is, what do I think about Rurouni Kenshin, and do I think reanimation do I think reanimation it for reason is justified? Reanimation. Are you talking about the new season? The new season's a continuation. The new season's a continuation. It's not a reanimation. It's a continuation. So like the old one that came out many years ago and the new season that came out not long ago, yeah, that's a continuation. Thank you, Bobo, for the follow. You look funny. Oh, you low-key funny. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. What's next on my watch list? So right now, I'm doing 2 things. Well, I'm technically watching 16 different series. I am marathoning Ippo to make some videos for you guys. Hopefully you end up liking it. I am marathoning a lot of Pokemon. And I am watching like multiple ongoing series right now. Rurouni Kenshin is an old show. They reanimated because of the controversy concerning the writer. Yes, because the writer of Rurouni Kenshin is a pedophile. He's a pedophile. Convicted. Like he got caught. If there is a continuation, I missed it. Yeah, it is continuing. Rurouni Kenshin is continuing. I know because I'm up to date on it. Maybe I restart Pokemon from Kanto. I recently started from Kanto, and now I am around 15 episodes into Diamond and Pearl. Thoughts on Pantene Stalking? I know what it is, but I never actually watched it. How you doing, Gojo? Did I say hi to Gojo? I think I did. Question. The strongest Hokage? I genuinely, I just say Naruto. Do I actually know the answer? Not really, because I don't think about it that way, but, I guess... Probably. I'm thinking of watching Your Lie in April. I do think it's good, yes. What is the continuation? I might have a few days left. Okay, so let me... I don't really use Crunchyroll anymore because, I don't want to support them. So if I just pull up Rurouni Kenshin, boom. So here we go. So it's Rurouni Kenshin, and then you have... the Kyoto arc, and then you have the newest one, Kyoto Disturbance, is the newest arc. That is the last one. Avatar or Monster? Avatar because, Monster has a great story. The ending was kind of okay. Avatar is better in every capacity. Everything about, aside from no, actually everything about Avatar wins. Everything about Avatar is better. I don't think there's an aspect that Monster beats Avatar, maybe in suspense, kind of. Why don't I use Crunchyroll, and what platform do I use? Okay, so why don't I use Crunchyroll? For one, I'm on a budget. I like to save money. 2, Crunchyroll is doing a lot of things I don't like. So, whether it's platform changes like getting rid of the comment sections, using AI for subtitles and firing staff, the fact that they're regularly removing good series from their options, the fact that they don't actually really financially benefit the creator, the authors of the manga anyway, and they're also in support of certain governments that I don't really want to financially stand by. And what do I use? If you go to my Discord and go to the frequently asked questions section, there are multiple platforms which I do use. How you doing, Gojo? Yes, you're strap on. You are correct about that. Do I think the Rurouni Kenshin anime is better than the live action? I didn't watch the live action, but I did watch the anime, and the anime is good. Shaman King, both are great. Are One Piece and Avatar similar? Can you elaborate on what specific elements? Anime Kai dot. I think I have Anime Kai on my list over there. What's a good anime quote? I have no enemies. Or how could I pity someone who is weaker than me? Don't miss with Gojo. His limit is the strongest technique. Okay. So like honestly, dude, if you really think Gojo's the strongest at this point, I can't only therapy will fix you now. Do I think Death Note is a better anime or live action? Didn't watch the live action for that either. Have I read any of the new big shonen series? Nope, don't read a single one. I do watch all of those though. I use High Anime. High Anime is valid too. 10,000% with your opinion on Crunchyroll. Exactly. They're just whether it's political or their quality of service or the fact that they keep raising their prices. Don't want to support it. What has tighter writing with tighter writing? Avatar or Fullmetal? Might be a tie. To be honest, might be a tie. Gojo got killed, but his fans are running around trying to say he's the strong. So here's the thing: people from every show will do that, not just JJK. So like, I'm not going to judge a fan base over that. Favorite sandwich? An everything sandwich, like a true, and I mean a real everything sandwich. I don't mean like bacon, lettuce, tomato, and like no, I mean a true everything sandwich. Akira, I still need to watch. But good shout. I'll restart my OGs, Pokemon, Digimon. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, those are all great. I mean, Pokemon I'm not really enjoying. The movies are good. The Pokemon movies are usually pretty good, especially the older ones. The Pokemon anime, not the greatest. Digimon, fantastic. You haven't seen Akira? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen. But here's the thing: I'm not going to point out all the stuff that you should have seen but probably haven't, because people have different preferences, different schedules. My opinion on that April is coming up, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff coming out in April. Yes, there is. Prime Sukuna Solos, okay. Best Legendary Pokemon. I've always been a Lugia fan since the very beginning. I am Team Lugia. Add to the watch list. My watch list is already stuffed, and Akira's already on it. BLT is a true, simple, satisfying sandwich. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with a BLT. I enjoy a good BLT, but if we're talking about my go-to sandwich, it is the poverty sandwich. It is the poverty everything sandwich. Hell's Paradise 1 to 10, probably like a low 8s, 8.2, 8.4, somewhere in that range. I meant it in your line. Oh, your line. Okay, yes, your line April, good series, yes. My favorite is Hoopa. Don't know Hoopa. I'm in poverty too. So like, I'm not in poverty, but like right now things are financially not good. So like, but the thing, I probably won't be having poverty sandwiches. I'm not really buying any bread. Worth watching for sure. I mean, Deoxys? I mean, I like Deoxys, sure, but I will stand by Lugia every day. Lugia's my guy. You brokey? No, I'm not broke. It's just YouTube has not been good for the last month and a half. So until we make our content better, I need to cut back a bit. The Pokemon, yeah, I don't know Hoopa. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that one. So like Persona, they're pretty cool. I'm not really a Persona guy, but not because I think it's bad. I just never played the Persona games. Couldn't get a real job, just joking, by the way. Don't worry, I wasn't going to quit. Like, here's the thing. I have another job, and what I did was, what any content creator should do, is I was making enough money through content that I shifted this way. So if content is slow, I just do less of that and do more of the other thing, right? I adjust. I do what's necessary. And I'm still streaming every day. I'm still making videos. I just might have to pull back on how much. I might just go bike and do Uber Eats for like 1 or 2 deliveries a day and just make up whatever I'm not making right now. Trust me, if I ever can recommend playing a Persona game, I don't think Persona falls in. I don't know enough about Persona to say if it falls into the category of games that I stream, though. You excited for part 4 of Bleach? Yes. Do I have a girlfriend? No. Not sure if everyone is living off their parents. I definitely do not live off my parents. I've been living on my own for years. Luffy versus water? Well, how much water? Because Luffy showers. Luffy takes a bath. He just can't be totally submerged. Tensei Megumi games were the JRPGs. Okay, I never got into those. I was defending. Oh, don't worry about it. Sorry. Seawater's Lake. I mean, again, as long as he's not submerged in water, he's okay. Courage or Brotherhood? Brotherhood. I don't like 7. What did the number 7 do? People forgetting they don't drown. They just lose their strength. They just lose their strength when they are submerged in water. Still on the Pokemon grind? Yep, still on the Pokemon grind. When did I start living on my own? 2019? I think it was March 1st, 2019, or 2018. It was either 2018 or 2019, March 1st. Courage or iCarly? Courage. How dare you? Have I played any One Piece games? I have not. My anime hot take is Boruto is good. If you're talking the manga, then probably fair. If you're talking the anime, that's pretty hot. Can I do a future prediction? Shanks will die. I might rewatch Metabots instead. Dan, that was my childhood. I mean, yeah, it was a great series. I actually don't even remember how it ended. On a Pokemon grind and you don't know Hoopa, Diabolical? Yes, because where am I in the series? I'm in Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl is like Hoenn. iCarly or Zoe? iCarly. Why did I spoil Free Rent for me? You mean in my newest video where I explicitly said at the start of the series, spoiler warning for season 2, episode 3 and 4, right? And I said to go away if it was. I gave spoiler warnings. Your future sight is too strong. I know, right? No, you don't. What are you talking about? Okay, Anastasio, now you're spamming. Do I have to time you out? Love your stuff, man. Just watch Gundam. Nice. Sinnoh for Diamond and Pearl. I think it was, Hoenn was Advanced. Sorry, Advanced Battle. Hoopa was shown in Gen 6. Yeah, that's okay, I am nowhere near Gen 6. I'm nowhere even close to Gen 6, man. No, so I'm not, I mean, I technically am King of the Pirates, so there is that. Favorite Gen 4 starter? I don't know the Gen 4 starters. Like, I might recognize them, but I can't name them. Like, I think I have them on Pokemon Go, but I don't know their names. I haven't reached Gen 4 yet. Was that like... I'm trying to remember who Gen 4... what was Gen 4? Was Hoopa like the grass type owl one? Dropped One Piece after 4 episode writing issues? Okay. Okay. Luffy versus Naruto, who wins? I'm sorry, man. I can't entertain the power scaling stuff. Favorite Pokemon ability? Okay. Oh, wait, not... like, special... I don't know. Favorite special ability? I genuinely do not know their special abilities. I do not know most of them. I won't even know how to answer the question. Fight in real life. Bleat. Okay, message is gone. Gen 4 was Sinnoh. I don't remember, guys. I don't remember. I'm not good with this stuff. I'm just marathoning my way through. Fairy Tail, Bleach. I haven't watched any of them. I like Bleach more than Fairy Tail. Best Pokemon type? I like Dragon and Ghost. Pure Evil versus Manipulators? You mean like people... if you manipulate people, that's an evil thing to do. What do you mean? I don't know if anyone can kill Shanks. I think he overall is the strongest Yonko. Yeah, I can tell you, people can kill Shanks. He is definitely not immortal. But like, okay, but here's the thing: evil and manipulators aren't mutually exclusive. Like, you could be a manipulative evil. Like, if you manipulate people, you're probably a villain, or at least not a very good person. And if you're if you're just pure evil, then okay. So like, Aizen is, well, Aizen's definitely like, he's not pure evil. He's manipulative and evil, but like, when I think pure evil, I think of like Janemba, Kid Buu, like literally the embodiments of evil. Favorite starter from Gen 1 to 4. So like, I don't know most of the newer starters. I know the older starters. So I'm gonna pick Cyndaquil. Dio is pure evil. Is Dio pure evil? Like, I know Dio is evil. Obviously I know he's evil. But like, is he really pure evil? Is he like, there's nothing there? You know that the One Piece is real, obviously. The pirate generation has already started, of course. I'm a pirate too. Can we see some of your anime merch? I don't have any of that. Like, I don't buy merch. I collect paintings. Like, I don't collect figurines. I don't collect manga. I don't collect action figures. I mean, I sometimes receive figures, but like, not really a lot of anime figures. Yeah, I don't collect, like, the only thing I have is paintings. Gen 4 is the fire. Okay, so Chimchar, I think it was Chimchar, the penguin. Wait, the penguin. Wasn't that Piplup? Wasn't that Chimchar, Piplup, and Turtwig? Was it Turtwig? I think it was Turtwig. Well, then it'd be Piplup or Chimchar. It wouldn't be Turtwig. Maybe Chimchar? King of the Pirates, did Zoro get lost again? Did Zoro get lost again? Yes. Argon should have been a pseudo-legendary. I mean, are their stats good enough to be considered as such? Which starter do I think Dr. Stone would... Okay, so which starter would Senku choose? But here's the thing, I don't know all the starters. So, like, I'm very limited in my selection. So, like, can I pick, you know, Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur? So, like, given those three, he would definitely take Charmander. Because access to fire and heat would be probably the most useful when it comes to energy production, which is like the biggest thing at that point in the story, right? I don't think he would, like, would Chikorita be really good for like cutting down trees and like building things? Yeah, sure. Would Squirtle be produce water? Okay, that too. But like, I think the energy production is the biggest thing for Senku. Just die and give Zoro the Sun God fruit? Yeah, no. If the turtle one water attack is drinkable water, it is useful. But the thing is, it is not difficult for them to get access to drinking water. Energy production in high amounts is a lot more work. So I think Charmander would have more value in that instance. Would I rather have Pokemon be real or Titans? Okay, so Titans. Because Pokemon are ridiculously stupid powerful, and I would not trust humans to be around Pokemon at all, for multiple reasons, by the way. With Titans, modern weaponry is more powerful than Titans. Also, if you become a Titan, you die in like 10 years. So, like, we can kill Titans today. War Arcs versus Raid Arcs. On average, probably War Arcs. Bulbasaur has growth to help with their... so, again, like, agriculture isn't as big of an obstacle for their current situation compared to energy. That is their biggest thing. They don't have nearly... The more energy they have, the more that their production would increase far more than if they had Bulbasaur compared to like heat and fire and steam or any number of things. There's just so much you can do with Charmander. Would I rather have Pokemon? I already answered that. Didn't he fight with Dragonite? Who? Argon? Maybe. I don't know. Haven't gone that far. What's the worst demon, hollows, or devils? The worst? Probably... probably devils? I mean, how are we talking like a Roncar level? Are we like what level are we talking about? Because if you're talking about things like, you know, the Espada, then that's a problem. But if we're talking like, I don't know how strong the devils really are, to be honest. The thing people would do to that's one of the reasons. But I'm literally talking about. There's literally Pokemon deities. Like, there's no, like, Arceus? I'm sorry, no, we can't have that running around. Opinion on Season 2 Black Clover after 6 years? We've been waiting, I guess. I mean, our patience paid off. Oh yeah, there are Pokemon. Exactly, there's Pokemon gods. There are literally Pokemon gods. We have Pokemon that control time and space, the oceans, the land, reality. It's just like, come on. Come on. We're not doing anything against that, first of all. Also, people would try and attack them, obviously, because people are stupid. Oh yeah, let's try and catch the god of space. Didn't factor this. Yeah, Titans are more. Yeah, we can absolutely manage with Titans. And Titans, well, they die on their own. Well, the main Titans will die on their own. On top of that, there's an electric mouse that fights gods and wins. The thing is, if we bring Pokemon into reality, then there's no author dictating what they can do. Are you a capitalist? Not really, no. I'm very like, for the most part, I'm left-leaning. In most aspects of, like, depends on the circumstances, but usually I'm pretty left. What's the anime you're most hyped to see this year? Black Clover and Bleach, excluding what's already out. On top of that, there's an electric mouse. I already answered that one. Sorry, I sometimes reread questions because I lose track going back and forth from one chat to the next. Also, just a quick reminder to please follow me on Twitch if you have a Twitch. Modern technology can kill Titans. I agree completely. Demons or Titans? I'd probably say Titans. We need solo leveling new season. It's coming eventually. Who starts with, are you a capitalist? What are you? A Disco Elysium NPC. I mean, like, look, I may not be a political channel, but I am understanding that the fact that when you follow a content creator, you want to see if your values align. We need a solo leveling. I already answered that one. Bleach is a garbage anime. I disagree very strongly. Which demon would be worse to have, Sukuna or Kurama? Definitely Kurama. I mean, to have in real, yeah, I'd say Kurama's more of a problem. Can I get a... do not self-advertise in chat. That is very inappropriate. No self-advertising. 3 exclusive... wait, and white? What? Which demon would be worse to have? Sukuna white? Okay. Oh, it's Sukuna with Kurama? And white Ichigo. Oh, that... I mean, his name's not White Ichigo, but okay. Can we not do that? Can we not bring, you know, hollows into real life? We already have enough problems. Yeah, I already disagreed with you. By the way, Toji solos Demon Slayer. I don't care who solos who, guys. Like, why do you do this? Let me ask you, like, why do you jump into chat and just be like, this character solos this character? We weren't even talking about it. Is that Metabots on the left? It is. That show was good, absolutely. Do I have $1 billion? If I had $1 billion, I would end. Well, first of all, I would donate most of that money. I don't need $1 billion. But I would not be doing content as much. if I had enough money to retire, I would still stream like, once a week here and there. I love agendas and slander. Okay. Dude, your promo was loud and my promo was loud. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If I'm loud, then you can turn down the volume. Like like no one's complained about my volume yet. What's your favorite live action movie? Infinity War, maybe? Possibly. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I scrolled onto some videos promoting your stream, and it was you dancing. I don't dance. I have never once danced on social media, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you sure that wasn't Pete Davidson? Do we count Chinese anime shows as anime? Yes. Just about blew my eardrums. Again, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Because one, I have no promotions turned on because I'm not going to pay TikTok to promote my videos. And two, I don't dance. Have I ever watched? I'm ignoring that. I'll admit, Rukia Rescue Arc was epic. It was downhill from there. I would disagree. There are plenty of strong arcs in Bleach. Not all arcs are good. Some arcs are bad. But overall, it has plenty of good stuff. To be Hero X of Rocked... Okay. Recommend some... Actually, sorry, don't do that. Thank you, Oscar, for the follow. If I got the chance to kill one villain, you would kill a Kainu for free? Like, I don't hate a Kainu. Like, I don't hate a Kainu. He's fine. Like, are you just mad because he killed Ace? Are you just mad because of that? Okay, I want to watch Bleach after the Soul Society arc, but I don't know where to start. So, like, you can literally, like, do you know the last episode you watched? Or did you just, like, lose your place? Because you could also just Google Bleach, like, Bleach arcs, and it'll tell you, like, episode, like, what episodes they take place in, and then just go to the next episode right after the first arc. I don't currently have a bed here, so there is no... No, he's not. What do I think happened to Nobara? Well, she's not dead. Because I know what happens. She's not... Yeah, she's not dead. Was Eren right? I would say morally no. Most hated anime villain? Depends on the context. If you mean like inverse by fan base, are we talking because they have bad writing or because they're written to be hated? Can we be a bit more clear? Apples or bananas? Bananas most of the time, but like apple pie, apple tarts, apple juice. Not so much apple juice. Have I seen Season 2 trailer for One Piece live action? Nope, I'll see it after this. Have I seen the OG Naruto style before they changed it? I have... I've seen all of Naruto before they changed it. I've seen all of... What are you talking about? I've seen all of Naruto. You mean talking about the Naruto remake? Is Madara nice, or is he mean? So Madara is not... He's not mean. Like, Madara is actually a very kind... He's actually a very kind person. It's just a lot of really bad stuff happens, and he's pushed to do some things that are not so nice. Currently watching Code Geass. It's amazing. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But again, SpongeBob, can you be more clear as to what you mean by most hated? Do we mean that I hate them because they're written to be hated, or hate them because they just suck and I wish they they were not on screen? You hate school so much? It happens. Favorite romance? Snow White with red hair. What do I think about Mahito's writing? I'm actually fine with Mahito's writing. Like, am I glad he got what he got? Yeah. He got what he deserved. But, like, I like his writing. The second one, so I just wish they weren't on screen, so they suck. Okay. Who sucks? Who objectively... you know what? Kaiba Akihiko. SAO. He's terrible. Mahito slapped as a villain. Yeah, he was a good villain. Like, I liked him. I still think he got what he deserved, though. Also, guys, a heads up. My phone is almost dead. It's at 5%. So I'm gonna be gone soon. Reminder to please follow on Twitch. I am really trying to actively grow my Twitch. Does a random dog in One Piece have more backstory than any solo leveling character? No. Than a lot of solo leveling characters? Then yes. I don't know about you guys, but I like Toto. I also like Toto. He's my favorite character. Thoughts on Season 2 of Vinland Saga? I think it's fantastic. Based on what they've done to be hated, I guess. So, like, yeah. Okay, based on... If we're talking about I hate their actions, then Saturn. For a moment, when you said Kaiba, I thought you meant... No. I like Kaiba. That's why I said Kaiba Akihiko from SAO. From Yu-Gi-Oh!, I like Kaiba. Like, he's a great character. He stands on... thank you, Captain Future, for the... Did you already give... I don't know if that was a new gift. I think I already thanked you, but thanks. Thank you again, just in case. I don't know if I missed that one. Is it a hot take to say the JJK villains are better than the good guys? That might be valid. Like Jogo, Mahito, Sukuna. I get it. For a moment when I already read that one. Thoughts on second season of Vinland Saga? Okay, I read all those. Yeah, I read all those. Toto Solo's fiction? Okay. Who do I think is of the One Piece cast will be the worst roommate? Of the One Piece cast? Of the cast? So, my question is, am I allowed to kill them? Like, if I could dispose of them, is that an option? How you doing, Rush? Gege Rush's most backstorytelling for many characters. Is it true? I couldn't tell you because I don't read the manga. So, like, I don't know how much backtracking or rushing. I don't know. I'm having a good time with the anime. I really don't have many complaints. Is AOT a masterpiece? Depends what you mean. Like, is it very successful? Then yes, it is very successful. Is it one of my favorite series? Not really. Like, it's clearly a successful show. Clearly a success. Financially, popularity, like, no doubt about it. Did I watch Freerun Season 2? I'm up to date. JoJo's or One Piece? Then it's One Piece. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Story-wise, I mean, again, like, is the AOT story my favorite? Not really. Is it a well-written story? Yes. Yes, it's a well-written story. It's just not a masterpiece for what I look for. Asta is the best representation of never giving up. I think he's a good representation. There are plenty of other characters who do an equal or better job, but I can stand by Asta. What's your favorite anime? I do not have a singular favorite because I've seen hundreds of shows and picking one is impossible. So, like, other examples of characters that don't give up, Escanor, Naruto, literally, like, pretty much Deku, Ed, and Alphonse, pretty much every shonen MC. I meant all the main cast. Who do I think will be of all the main cast? Then Luffy, because one, he rarely bathes, and two, he would eat all the food, and he's very loud. It seems like we can't write certain comments. I do have some filters turned on. So, like, there are certain things that you can't say. Like, either YouTube will ban it or I have banned it. Because whenever people spam chat, I will gradually add filters to the chat so people stop spamming my comments. If the main cast, yeah, I already answered that. I mean, everything was great about it. Animation, the insane soundtrack. Oh, yeah, so, like, again, when it comes to AOT, I never said it wasn't done well. I never said the story was bad. The animation was good. Soundtrack was good. But people like different things. And I stand by that. For me, AOT does not fit my preference. So I can acknowledge what it does well while still not being the biggest fan. Also, my phone is at 1%. My phone's at 1%. It's going to die very soon. So please follow on Twitch, join the Discord. I will be back again tomorrow. I swear I'm not saying anything bad. I believe you. It might not be my filters. It might be YouTube not allowing you to say it. Because I can see your comment. I can see your comment. High School DxD, I dropped it. What do I think of Bleach? I think it's great. I'm rewatching Naruto. Awesome. I'm rewatching Ippo. Do I think Erwin has one of the best speeches? Erwin, he's up there. I don't think it's the singular best speech, but it's definitely part of the conversation. Me and my dad are watching Guyver. Nice. I don't think I know that one. And my phone's about to turn off. Okay, guys, I physically have to call. My phone is turning off. I will be back again tomorrow morning on Twitch and YouTube. And I will I will go watch the new One Piece trailer. I will go watch the new One Piece trailer, and I will make a video on that for tomorrow. Okay? So I'll make a video on that for tomorrow. Hope you guys watch it. See